go, 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 go. Kissing all this every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I ain't like pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's like the key ingredient is belief. We'll see with the negativity, but I just gotta recognize that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no man, I still go. Go, 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 you got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a pain. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past, start a pain, and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answered to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
When you're not fat, you can dance. We're laughing over here. We're dancing. We are dancing. Getting out of breath from old age. What's up, Bams? Whoa! Got the old school shit in there tonight. Yeah, we can put the lotions on the skin. So we got the whole green team coming out of the white boy. Bring it, bitches. Bring it. I got a long live tonight. A lot of material to play for you guys. We got Hong. Let me tell you how the week went. So it started off on the Twitter. And I go by the saying, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. But Hong fucked around and found out that he is not good at Twitter. But White Boy is. I heard he's feeling so bad with my memes and my comparison to Kim Jong-un that he threatened me with a lawsuit. Now, I didn't tell, right? Long. I'm going to show you the DMs and all. But he threatens me with a lawsuit. And I'm like holding a straight face as best as I can, right? I don't know what he thinks. But guess what? He's like, I'm going to put you as John Doe on the RICO. And I'm like reading it. I'm like, but I do have it in writing, right? And there is a lawsuit filed. So I do need you guys' help. Like, if somebody threatens me with a lawsuit and shit, can I go after him? I'm dead serious. So I do want to talk about this with you guys because I know that Granny's watching, has a lawyer over this. I don't know who that lawyer is, but I know they're familiar with this. You can't just be threatening people because your ass hurt. And I got it all in writing. And we're going to review it. I'm going to show it to you guys. So that happened. And then through that, by me calling him Kim Jong-un, I discovered some weenie channels, a faceless clip channel, and this idiot, Trevor, destroyed him on Twitter. And the shit keeps running downhill, right? So they're like secret green team. Then Betty pops out the woodwork and super chats to all my OGs. Remember, like a year, longer than that, like 2 years ago, she was with the whole like white boy beats his wife narrative. She's such a moron, right? She's telling people I beat up Noelle on. We'll get there. But what I would like you guys to think about tonight, as we're breaking down every moron in a row, right? This is all green team, right? All green team. And these people will tell you about Katie Proudfoot and Chris Proudfoot, right? How honest are these people? I happen to love when they even say my name. But yet when they try to gaslight me, that's the fucking best thing that's possible. Because I'll destroy their narrative with receipts, with facts, right? And that's exactly what we're going to do. So we had Kim Jong-un try to sue me. I found out secret channels, secret haters. We're going to get there. We're going to start there. Then we have the parody I made the other day. Josh from the lab got so ass hurt. Like, as soon as I made it public, he viewed it and he cranked up a lot. He was butthurt big time. So we're going to review a lot of Josh. I'm going to show you what Josh looks like. A lot of you don't even know what he looks like. Oh, we have receipts. We're going to listen to phone calls. Josh. We're going to get into Josh a lot, so he's going to be last. I got a little bit of Griftney J. Whoever gassed that lady up and said, I think you should be talking about white boy, would be a good idea. Thank you. Thank you, whoever put those battery chargers on her. God bless you. God, you just gave me so many parodies to do. She's gonna learn. We have her. So in a week's time, or whatever the last time I went live, Hong, secret channels, lab, you got BHB, and people. If I told you that, and there's receipts on this too. Green Hoodie was stolen from the Idaho. Well, Hoodie Man was stolen from the Idaho 4 case. Remember Truth Serum? Truth Serum was stolen from a motherfucking Marvel comic book. People have found it out. People have found it out. And this is all comical. Like the green team is looking pathetic. And when I say green team, I'm talking about the creator. They're looking pathetic. How come no one wants to address the truth on the RICO? This moron literally says, I'm going to add you. I'm just like, oh, he's really on one. Like, I'm retweeting like what's really happening. And you're talking about, dude, please let me get some anti-slap. Please. Can I get some of that? Can I get a little bit of that? Oh, it's epic, people. But we have a lot to go through. So she was Canadian $5. Thank you. She who sees. Check out Allegedly with BJ's latest live. She does not slam a motherfucking thing. She thinks she does. So I'm gonna talk about all that tonight. So I need you guys to pay attention in order here, right? I don't like going live a long time because everybody doesn't get to watch every video and every live. I'm not a creator who goes live for all these hours, but there's a lot of content to cover and a lot of shit to cover tonight. So here's what I would suggest. If you start out tonight and you got to go to sleep or you got to leave, whatever happens, that's cool. Life happens. Pause and come back because I love when it's on me. Because these people, I've been saying this for years, their gaslighting is so horrendous. It's so horrendous, right? And usually I'm pushing back for the parents or the families, and it can be a little difficult. Not really, but when it's on me, it's simple. It's really simple. And what that does is that you get to see, as you're seeing, like, oh, I see that, I get it now. Now you get to see these people, and remember, they're talking about Chris and Katie. You know what I'm saying? They have all this communication with Seth and all this. So I guess we're going to start off with these three bozos first. And we're going to go three bozos. I'll knock out Betty real fast. And keep in mind, Bullhorn Betty will never say my name. Never. I have receipts of her on a live interview with that guy Morbid, and she's telling her story and her journey. It's in my short section if you guys want receipts on this. She's telling the guy, like, yeah, so I was like a Twitter person, and then during the Petito case, I came to YouTube. Really, it was White Boy Radio who helped me. Oh God, why did I say his name? I shouldn't have said that. Like live, she does this, right? She instantly regrets saying my name, and she never will say my name, ever, right? But she will always say one line, right? Which is comical because she's trying to gaslight me, but she's so stupid. She's pointing a like big at her own self, and we'll get there in a second. But so my question to you guys before I start tonight is, Hong is he wants to sue, okay? What he wants to sue me for, I would love to know. But if somebody threatens to sue you, right? You can counter that, correct? I'm asking because I'm not a big sue people. I have been involved in a few lawsuits. We've won them all. But I'm not this person who like runs around like sue happy. And I do know what he's talking about is completely fraudulent bullshit. However, I wonder, like, I guess my question to you is, and the reason I asked about Granny's watching is, well, anybody who has a lawyer who's involved on the other end of this RICO thing, because they're familiar with what's going on, the people who are going to face the anti-SLAPP part, you can't just be throwing like these vague, empty threats around like that. So that's my question, man. I don't know Granny's watching, don't have her number like that. I don't know her, but if you're a sub to her, whatever, man, I would like if you guys can get that through for me. I don't know, but I'll show you everything that I will do. So we can start there, right? So we're going to be at Twitter. Well, okay. Worse than a wife beater. How about this? We'll start there. So let me do something first. Actually, it's probably already over there. So I've already showed you guys. This is how stupid she is. So she's so stupid. Betty is not good at anything. So Betty, I gotta show you guys a lot of stuff. Let me see. It should be up here, actually. Just give me 1 second because I'm looking for a picture. Here it is. I do have it. It's right here. Okay. So Betty. So this is what Betty's talking about. So this is on Noelle's birthday. Okay. Here's what didn't happen. We didn't throw a birthday party for Noelle. This is just, it was Noelle's birthday, and BHB, Olivia, this lady Michelle, her husband. Miss anybody, babe? No. Okay, they were all at this bar in Northport. Now this is after the Petito case and stuff. We hadn't seen Olivia. Jonathan was supposed to go. We hadn't seen these people. So this is after the Petito case, but this is not anything to do Summer Wells time frame, right? We were still like cool with them all, right? We hadn't fell out yet, okay? Me and Noelle had already had something planned for her birthday that night, okay? Betty, Olivia, Jonathan was supposed to come. Olivia's mom was supposed to come, and this groupie lady, Michelle, was there. They all were already meeting up, right? So Noelle used to talk to BHB. We went to go have drinks there. These pictures I've shown a million times. Molly Golightly picked the tab up. Okay. Who has this on stream somewhere? It's probably on BHB's Twitter or Olivia's Twitter if you go back a couple years. But anyway, this was not Noelle's birthday, right? This is the last time we seen BHB. So she uses this as here. Oh shit. Here, I'll show you. Here's what she uses it as. She uses this as this right here. Now look how stupid this lady is, right? Wait, I got the wrong thing. Got a lot of shit to show you guys tonight. A lot. I got work tomorrow, and I work these awkward hours. There's really I actually have too much shit that I have planned on this live. I think I don't know. I hope I can get it through. So here it is. So this is what you're talking about on Brittany's. Like 10 people sent me this today. Here's BHB super chatting. Keep in mind, she'll never say my name, but she super chats. He's a wife beater. I was at his wife's birthday party a few years ago, and he beat her on her birthday. Now, how dumb is this, right? So let's go back to this. So how stupid is this? So what she's basically saying is, I beat up Noelle. I beat up Noelle right in front of her. What kind of advocate is that? What kind of advocate would just let me beat up Noelle right in front of her? If I did this, why wouldn't you call the police on me? Like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. And she calls herself a domestic violence advocate. And lady, you can't you literally gaslight yourself. There's more pictures. I just can't show them all. But does this look like I'm beating Noelle up? Or keep in mind, this is the night, literally, Betty says, and I quote, "I ain't had dick in 6 months." End quote. That I put on Jesus H. Christ. But this is what she tried. This is the same. If you're just now seeing this, right? This is something she throws out there every year and a half. It's been debunked a million times, but this is the only thing she'll ever say when it pertains to me. There's no receipts of anything she's saying. My wife is right here, babe. Did I beat you at this establishment? No. This is ridiculous. But if this was if this is true, damn, you know who has it streamed? Molly Golightly has this. Had it on. Damn, yeah, she had a video up about this because she picked up the bill and then she called on Instagram and she was live, so that's where it was. But anyway, why would you let somebody beat up? Like, that's the craziest shit in the world. But that's how desperate, like the title says, desperation, right? It's so bad. She gaslights herself. Now, let's get to the meat. Let's get to what I wanted to really show you. I got a lot of shit to show you guys. You threw me off track going there, but that's okay. So what I wanted to show you is, okay, we're going to start with this guy. Yeah, we're going to start with this guy. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What is this? Somebody, what is this? What is this?
Are you gonna leave us hanging? What the fuck is it?
This is Hong's Facebook.
Oh, fuck's sake.
What is this? Take a zoom in. I can't make it any bigger, guys. Anyway, we have this ordered real fast. Just quick updates. This is coming in the mail via Amazon, $6.03. $6.03. And this about wraps up what I'm about to get into. I'm going to dox you. Stop laughing, guys. I'm being serious. Now, let's go there. So I'm on. I always send my little notes for the show to wifey, but let's have a look-see at this DM. Now, what does this DM say? Let's have a look-see at this DM. So if you could remember how to make this bigger, here we go. No, right there. Okay, can you guys see? Yeah, okay, it's on the right. So I posted after the last live this conversation, which says your mom is a gorilla or what? Who raised you? Your mom's name isn't Harambe by chance. Is it? Act your age. I says, why is an intelligence agency calling my mom a gorilla? Look, man, the threat of North Korea is serious. That country has weapons of mass destruction. Have you seen this man? And I shoot the side by side. He says, cuz I have to get you served, my man. What's the best address? Doe number 14. Then he sends this stupid thing, find a lawyer. I don't click it. I said, I can't eat egg rolls. They give me the diarrhea. He says, we got to talk, bro. You broke some serious wiretap laws. Oh, okay. And you're coming in. Watch how fast you're served wherever you are state-wise. We're coming, bro. See you Monday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's actually it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Got to explain yourself to the judge. Enough is enough. So I say I enjoy threats and I document everything. I mean everything. So I'm like just giving him enough right now to let him just like keep his I'm just reading them. Yeah, good. I'm suing you, you idiot. Threats, man, threats. It's not a threat. Shows how smart you are, bro. See you in court. I said, okay. And then he's so weird. He hurries up and makes a post, and then he goes, for the record, I did not threaten this guy, talking about false reports. He threatened to get me for threatening him over. Let me go to the actual. Here it is. So this is actual post. So he makes this post, and then he DMs me, saves you an episode, like he beat me to it or something, right? I'm like, so what I said to him, I said, your post makes absolutely no sense. Still fishing on him a little bit. Oh, bro, all good. You're in Florida, easier to serve. Then he's tells me what city that I'm in. He gives me my phone number. Okay, so now from here on, here's the Twitter wars. Now, as far as meme goes, I'm epically roasting the guy, right? He's trying to take shots and stuff. As far as like suing me and all that, that's where it's at. He does like dumbass shit. Like look at this. Like, what is this? Like, this is he's like tagging me in this. I don't even like, what is this? He's like making memes of Chris Proudfoot with green hair. It's like, dude, like, what is this? Like, this is what the green team does. Okay, but let's jump over to my profile because this is going to be part of the next what we're getting into. So my stuff, where's it at? Guys, give me a second on the comments. I know I'm behind on them. Give me a sec. Wifey's in there holding it down. Let me show you where it's going to be at. You know what? Let's do this. You guys have been coming hard on the Twitter. I appreciate it. Just give me a second. I gotta find it. There's so much shenanigans going on right here. Okay, we're getting to that part next. Yeah, I'm gonna show her shit too. Fuck it, don't care. Sorry guys, give me a second. This is all my notifications. I'm just trying to find a post. There's so much. There's like a million things on these threads. This might be it. Yeah. They don't know what dirt means. What post is this that I do? There's so many of them. Okay, so that's the one I just showed. So I put this on there. I'm gonna dox you. Stop laughing, guys. I'm being serious. And I put, wait, I think about SF investigates, but not as much as Chris and Katie. But I'm definitely not a virgin. And I'm rich. Derp. These people are asking me what derp means, right? Like seriously? Like who does that? And then of course, so he calls me racist on this, and everything else, right? That's what we're going to get to next. Just relax, guys, because I want to break this down real thorough with everything. They don't know what derp means. So then off derp, we hit them with derp and derpina, and they get big mad. They get big mad. But off the racism, I want to tackle this right out the box. Right now. Because there was a lot of Nazis getting, I'm a Nazi, this and that. And these people are, this green team is so stupid. And I'm going to show you this in detail tonight, but I want to get rid of a couple people that have no idea. These people are not in the title, nothing, but it's important that I bring this up. Okay. So I see this. So what is this? I'm calling him Kim Jong-un, right? Or comparing them. You have Chronicles of the Shady, where they say something, I'm racist. And then you have Trevor Lee. It's no secret Hong and I don't get along in the Sebastian Rogers case, but this is wrong. Go out his opinions or actions. Racism is not okay. Would you shut the fuck up? So I hit this guy with, I tagged him. Another weenie boy crying. Remember this dude begging for Seth like him? So you guys remember Trevor Lee in the beginning of the case? He's like begging for Seth to like him again. So I hit him with that, right? So this dude, this guy, look at him. He says, remember when you sold date rape drugs? Remember when you ran from the cops and got tased so hard you felt like a sack of potatoes? Then he gets a meme off. So I tell him, do you remember when I posted all that myself? These people. So I sold GHB in 2003. It's fucking 22 years ago, and I sold all types of drugs back then. I sold it with steroids 22 years ago, right? Well, did my time for that. You know, what do these people want? But the thing is, I put that out there myself. And then, you know, not recently, but 2 years ago, I got arrested. I did get stunned, but I beat all the charges. And we may or may not, we're still waiting for the lawyer to let us know if we have a case. But so I also post that body cam footage, right? So, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I want you guys to remember the 2003 stuff for when we get to the real Griftney and real Josh the Lab. These are just little nobodies. But so these are the two people crying with the racism. It's always these white people on Twitter crying racism. So this guy, I tell him, oh, he goes, yeah, talking about it. So I tell him, dude, I put all that out there myself. Everything I just told you. He goes, yeah, talking about it doesn't take away the fact that you did it and save the time. I don't take advice from criminals. Good way to isolate your own audience there, Trevor Lee. If you don't think people in true crime have family members that have been arrested or arrested themselves, you got to be a freaking moron. But not a problem. And you should crucify somebody if they did something 20 years ago. That's good. But the thing is, this is what I want to say about this, and then we're going to move along. This dude is such a pussy. I met this dude in real life. Like, this is the epitome of Twitter. I met this dude at a missing children event in Tennessee, and he's like shivering, right? I don't even know who he is. So he comes and sits, and I'm there to stop tragedy pimps from fucking with Don and Candace. And I look at him, and he's like trembling. He's like, I'm going to try to do better on my channel and not go after the parents. I don't even know who this dude is from a can of paint. I don't know who this dude is, but I'm looking at him, and he feels the need to apologize to me. And I swear to God, he's like shaking. Right. And I'm like, that's good, brother. That's good. I'm like, what's your channel again? Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember now. Yeah, I watch it all the time. I straight convict, I run game on him. Man, he's lucky when I went to the pin, I didn't get down like that. I could have talked that dude out of his pants. He was so scared. I could have talked him out of his asshole. Straight up. He's scared to death. But on Twitter, he wants to act hard and tough. Bro, this is what YouTube and Twitter is in real life, people. Like, in real life, this dude's trembling in front of me, right? But he's got big Twitter fingers now. It's okay. It's okay because I know I'm going to see him again, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But here goes Captain Savaho. Look at this. I'm like, I don't fuck with tragedy pimps. Here's this one. You down? Where's the rest of this shit at? Chronicles of the Shady. This person is so obsessed with Granny's Watching and Queen Bee and Illuminati. Like, that's cool that you don't like them, but it doesn't mean that I don't have to like them too. Like, I don't know what the fuck this lady's issue is. Like, she's like, oh, I'm going to make a video you bashing Seth. You can't do that, lady. Good luck with that. I don't bash Seth. I don't even think he did anything to Sebastian, you moron. So it's funny because I DMs with that too. Let's put it all out tonight. That's what this live is about. We'll get through this part real fast, guys, and then the meat and potatoes, and then the comedy show starts. But to my J for Justice supporters and Granny Watching supporters, I would like you to pay attention because a lot of you were in Jay's chat, and you'll remember this. Where's this bitch at? Give me 1 second. It's gonna be. Here we go. So when I seen this, I said, I love to see how I'm bashing Seth. I don't make videos on him or parodies. Your hate for others can't make me do things. Sorry. Why do I say that? Well, let's scroll up. One day I'm in Jay's chat, Jay for Justice's chat. And I'm talking into the chat to the supporters. And I'm like, guys, who should I do a parody next? And a lot of them said Brittany J. Guess who was in the bushes with her binoculars on watching Jay for Justice's chat? Have no fear. I'll rather just show you. Look who I get. Look who messages me. Do you guys remember that? Anybody in that chat remember that? Hey there. I was recording some of Jay and Granny and just wanted to let you know to do your own research on Brittany before you just run with what they're saying. Granny has said horrible things about Sebastian's father. Jay has said horrible things about the whole family. I watched Brittany for 3 months before I made a video about her and didn't see her disrespect the parents. Jay and Granny are lying a lot. Do what you want. So I've barely know Brittany J, but I know she nods out all the time on her streams. And to be quite honest with you, it's the best fucking part of her live streams. She's so boring. You look forward to her nodding out. That's the best part of her live streams. She says horrific things about Chris and Katie. Horrific things. But she's like reading, not only in the bushes, but watching the chat. And you know, so what I say? I don't know. Just what I said at the beginning of the chat. I don't know Granny. I only know Jay since the Patillo case. Appreciate the heads up. Actually making a video. I work a full time. It's bullshit. I'm gonna have to catch up. Yeah, you don't have to talk either. So here's she's asking me about Dolly stuff. This is when I was talking about Dolly flying the drones. And then she's trying to say that Josh the Lab, it's actually simping for Josh and Brittany hard. Trying to say that Josh has apologized to Don Wells. It's comical. And then even sends me a clip of him not apologizing. But this lady is like weird. Like, I don't give a fuck who you like. I don't give a fuck. You're not. This lady is such a joke. She always is saying that Queen Bee is going live for all these hours. Lady, you do clip channels. You have to sit there and watch hours upon hours upon hours of footage to get a clip. You don't have a life. And then she's like throwing digs at in there too. I'm like, bitch, you don't even show your face. Like, you know, it's crazy as fuck, these people. But that's definitely some secret green team simp. And it's I have no idea why she don't like Granny, why she don't like Jay. It's just weird. You know, weird as hell. Anyway, let me hit the chats and then we're gonna get to the meat potatoes of this thing, man. I just want to knock all that out. I'm telling you. Yep. Oh, I know. Exactly. But we're going to get there. Yeah. I actually do too. But so you have a lot of Josh and Brittany saying that I'm a Nazi, this and that. Remember, people, when they come at me, I love it because it'll show you how weak their gaslighting is. Josh is simple. I'm going to show you how he ripped off a subscriber. He mailed razor blades to a lady. I'm gonna show you guys a lot with Josh. They'll show you what he looks like. The fat fuck lives with his grandma. He's 40-something years old, lives with his grandma. This was given to me from a lady who was severely scammed from this guy. I'm going to teach you all about it. That's the longer portion of the live. But these are pictures a private investigator had to take. This one, you cannot tell me he's fat and freckly and very large. You cannot tell me he's not smelling his own farts in his backyard. There's no way you can convince me he's not smelling his own farts. But this is the guy that sits behind and eats the microphone. This is the guy. It's like a failed comedian. He's like so cornball. But this is the guy who, with the worst gaslighting, we're going to really get into him really tonight. And I want to teach you guys about this guy. Couple funny things I found about Brittany. I'll play them both real fast. Have you guys heard this? I put it on my wall. Crank your volume up right now. Oh, no way. Did it go down? Is the volume out or on? Can you go? Yeah. So yeah, that was 22 years ago. I got convicted of that. Yeah. So what's in my past is in my past. I could care less about all the shit I did 20 years ago. You know what I've never done is scam one of my supporters for $8,000. Okay. There's a lot of dirt we're gonna uncover tonight. A lot of dirt. So just be prepared for a lot of it. And I interviewed the lady. It's very deep. I got the timestamps for you. We could probably get through it. Not that bad. But yeah, I since I've been on YouTube, I have not ever scammed anybody. Actually, help the families. No sound. I get that. Let me play it again. Let's try this again. Let me okay, so let's do this again. Thanks for the no sound thing. So let's do this. It's a song about Griftney. This is funny as hell.
Give me a sec. Brittney, wake the fuck up! Hold on. My bad, y'all. Let me fix my wig. Butterhead fishwife always on mute, grifting your subs in your butterfly suit, begging for cash like your royalty crowned. Butterhead Brittney, the queen of the letdown. Wake the fuck up, stop the damn lies. Fishwife Brittney, open your eyes. Hey, boo, Brittney J, you crooked ass grifter. Christmas cash, no gifts, just Venmo quicker. Your Amazon list, nah, that's not your style. Cash money, honey, what a sham, what a trial. Talking about addicts like you're so clean. Girl, check your pants. Your own damn scene. Driving live to the methadone spot. Sleepy J, we see you, like it or not. Can't stay awake, nodding off on stream. Faking ADHD, that's a new scheme. Your subs are bored, they're falling asleep. Butterhead fishwife, your content's cheap. Butterhead fishwife, always on mute, grifting your subs in your butterfly suit, begging for cash like your royalty crowned. Butterhead Brittney, the queen of the letdown. Wake the fuck up, stop the damn lies. Fishwife Brittney, open your eyes. Brittney, you asleep again? Hold on, y'all. Just give me a minute. Butterhead, you're killing us here. Victim mode, that's your favorite game. But Brittney J, we all know your name. Touching your wig like it's therapy time. Your subs tuned out before the last rhyme. Pot calling kettle, you're black as can be. Girl, wake up, take a look at Brittney. Always saying, hold on, but never hold tight. Butterhead fishwife, you're the mess of the night. You snooze on stream, mute every sound. Begging for dollars while your lies abound. Get your own content, stop copying Brit. Butterhead Brittney, we've had enough of your shit. Butterhead fishwife, always on mute, grifting your subs in your butterfly suit, begging for cash like your royalty crown. Butterhead Brittney, the queen of the letdown. Wake the fuck up, stop the damn lies. Fishwife Brittney, open your eyes. Butterhead fishwife, here's your new name. Entitled and crooked, girl, what a shame. Stop your grifting, stop your snoozing. Butterhead Brittney, you're out here losing. So for the love of God, stop being fake. Butterhead fishwife, it's time to win.
I killed this on Butterhead Brittney. The chat. You killed it. Funny as hell.
Brittney J, J, you crooked ass grifter. Christmas cash, no gifts, just Venmo quicker. Your Amazon list, nah, that's not your style. Cash money, honey, what a sham, what a trial. Talking about addicts like you're so clean. Girl, check your panel, your own damn scene. Driving live to the methadone spot, Sleepy J, we see you, like it or not.
That guy killed that. All right, let me catch up on these comments. Yeah, so they're mad about the parodies. And listen, these people are. Josh is easy. Somebody said Trevor Lee showed up. That's weird. It was on the screen. Trevor Lee turned up as a witness for what a weenie weird boy. Yeah, he won't be coming around Tennessee no more because we have plans to go back up there. That dude is Trevor Lee, T-Rev. I don't know. You should change his name to fucking NyQuil. So boring over there. But such a bitch. Like Twitter fingers. Like, dude, you shaking in front of me, right? But the thing is, they always want to throw it like I did something 20. Dude, I sold dope. You didn't find anything out. I have 500 videos of addiction and prison and jail and bad choices. It's all out there. Like, these people think they find something. It's comical to see it, right? And then to see their narrative and their gaslighting. It's really funny to listen to Josh talk about drugs, talk about jail. You're going to learn a lot about Josh tonight, people. You're going to learn a lot about him. He almost went to jail for YouTube. He admits to selling drugs. It's funny as hell, and he'll never acknowledge nothing I'm saying about this video. And what you'll learn from a woman he ripped off is he watches all the drama on YouTube. Oh, yes, he does. Oh, yes, he does. But I already know that idiot Trevor Lee, by the way he's wording the GHB stuff, he got it from Josh, right? Which is fine. You sound like a moron anyhow. This is true crime. You're covering cases. You don't do research 20 years ago. Do you think anybody gives a fuck about that? But you don't even know the use of it. You're just copying what the next person said, right? It's comical. And this is what I'm talking about with their horrendous gaslighting that they do. Josh is simple. So I want to get to him absolute last. But we'll get to it all. We'll get to it all. He's got a lot of like jail jokes and felon jokes and shit. You're going to learn tonight that Josh, his girlfriends are like in the UK, in South Africa. I mean, did you see that fat fuck on the screen? This dude, he should be worried about an inmate. He should be worried about an inmate. That dude is so fat and freckly. He looks like if he walked from his screen door to his mailbox, he'd go in like cardiac arrest, have a heart attack. He's not that fit to do that. The best thing that he got going on is going streaming. Fat, lazy, useless man. That dude ain't never made no lady's legs shake. He ain't never gave no lady an orgasm. Could you imagine if he got up in something? If he got up in something, he'd be out of breath in like 2 pumps. 2 pumps. He'd be out of breath.
2 pumps and a wiggle.
He'd be out of breath. He should be fearing an inmate coming out all healthy as fuck, dicking down. Man, them dudes would get out and straight. They'd be legal, but they would pull a legal robbery from him and straight take that girl. You know what I'm saying? The dude probably ain't seen his dick in 15 years. If we're gotta be honest, you look at grandma, like you look at grandma, but you're gonna learn he blames his grandma. He scams and blames his grandma. He blames his grandma. He blames his cousin. What's comical is the Nazi reference, right? The Nazi reference. Again, I've been to prison, man. I used to sell drugs. No surprise here. First off, when this guy hung, then doxed me. I've been doxed a million times. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, I'm not one of these channels like, oh my God, I've been doxxed. Oh my God. That's like a dry grift, if you ask me. I don't care. Matter of fact, should I look at my doc shirt? It's like I've worn on lives before. It's got my whole name on it. Go get it. Me either. I've worn my whole name on live. You know what I'm saying? But these creators, if you dig into them, right, they all have had somebody in their family go to prison, if not themselves be in trouble with the law. Josh almost went to prison from YouTube, right? Look here, man. In prison, you're either fucking or fighting. Pick one. Pick one. Man, you can't go to prison by yourself. You cannot stand on your own no more in prison. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. If somebody goes up in your locker and steals your shit, right? Back in the day, you used to get a one-on-one with that dude, right? It don't work like that. Because now if a dude comes and takes something from you, slaps you in the back of the head, right? Says, hey man, I'm gonna take that booty later. Man, you better tee off on him right then and there. But it don't work like that. Because if dude's in a gang, you think that gang is gonna let you beat up their gang member? Nah, it don't work like that. That's not how prison politics go. It don't work like that. They're gonna stomp you out. They're gonna stomp you out. They're gonna stomp you out. You gotta get down when you're inside there. You gotta get down. Unless you're fucking. I ain't fuck when I was in there. I used to fight. I got DRs behind it. I got caught with knives when I was in there. I wasn't fucking. But I didn't join any gangs. I rode with a gang, but it's not for me. I don't hate nobody. It's not for me. There really isn't a place for a white guy to go in Florida. There's no gang for you to go. You have to go to the racist guys. Listen, I'm not fucking. So, that's pretty much a really fast story, right? And I was never a part of the gang, right? Well, I did ride with them, but I never became a gang member, if that makes sense. And I told them that, and they didn't love it, but man, I had gotten into so many fights, and they knew what was up. So I was fighting more than they were. You know what I'm saying? It's just numbers. Gangs are stupid. They just use you. It's all a big stupid thing. It's all stupid. It's all stupid. But the point is, like, these people, I remember Cher is like, oh yeah, Nazi. Lady, your dad did like 16 years in prison. Was he fucking or was he fighting? If he wasn't fucking, guess who he was hanging out with, you dirt? You know what I'm saying? So all these people, they don't get it. They either get it or they're just like dirt, right? It's just that simple. It's just what it is. But the Nazi thing in the narrative is super funny. There is not one creator. Like I said, it's always the white people on Twitter. It's always the white YouTubers. There's been never a person called me racist to help a black mother advocate for their missing child. Oh, I can show you that I did that. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that tonight. Where's your life moments when you're getting married? Like, show me some people of color at anything like an important moment in your life. You can't do it. You can't do it. Josh, there's no way he don't leave his fucking room. He's just like, you see how fat that guy was? But none of these people can do it. None of these people can do it. So remember, when they gaslight me, I love it. I'm gonna bust the narrative down, but take me out of it. Remember the stuff they're telling you about Chris and Katie and all this dumb, lame shit they drive, right? So we're gonna get into it. He's a dumbass. I'm probably gonna slap the shit out of him in Tennessee. Seriously. Just for that. Just for that. Like, he can't even say sorry. I'm just gonna slap the fire out of him. Allegedly, and for educational purposes. Oh, Josh is 1,000% watching. So he scammed this lady. You're gonna learn a lot about it. Okay, I'm giving you guys a lot right now because we're gonna get into it here in a minute. I got a lot to show you. But I had another woman named Victoria who was also going to come on. That was survivor number 2. She actually got afraid to come on. Okay, the pictures I showed you of Josh came from survivor number 2 at the private investigator. Okay, so let's do this. Griftney, I'm going to give you one more Griftney, and then I'm going to show you how stupid they are. I didn't watch neither one of their streams. People sent me the BHB thing. People said that they're calling me a Nazi. Josh is so dry. I already know what he's going to say, but it gives me an ample opportunity to show all his supporters over there. All these people in the Sebastian Rogers case.
If you're enjoying it with us and you come back, yeah. And please say a prayer for my family.
Some awareness.
For my grandma and my uncle.
It's so bad.
The other uncle, but for my grandma and my aunt and my dad, Lord.
She just nods out. She's asking people to pray for her grandma and uncle, whatever, and just takes a fucking nap. Just takes a nap. Either this lady's has narcolepsy or she's on fucking heavy opiates. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. This bitch might be on fentanyl. Let's keep it a buck. Allegedly. All right. Now, we're just gonna get into Josh because I know he's watching, but just to bust their narrative, right? Now they're gonna tell you I'm a Nazi and all this. So I could tell you everything I just said about prison and stuff, but you might not believe me, and I would be disappointed in you if you didn't have a doubt, right? That was a lie. All right, so let's do this, right? So yeah, let's do this really fast. Damn, I overdid this, but it's okay. Josh Griftney, where is your? Please show me. You got someone to show me this gets $500 from my Cash App. You can't find that because it's not Summer Wells or Sebastian Rogers. My mod Carol's in the house. Now, for a Nazi, I guess.
Daniel-y. And just to give you a little background with Corey is a musician, a Bay Area musician. His band is called Crumb Dread. And if you go.
Corey Daniel-y, thank you, Carol, for making that happen. You won't find them advocating for anybody other than, you know what I mean? It's got to be Summer Wells, Sebastian Rogers. That's it. They would never do that. Again, it's always white people on Twitter. You guys remember the Waukesha parade? Daryl Brooks, that nutcase, defended himself. These people, all right, what's up, y'all? These people have bigger platforms than me, and I hate it, especially like Trevor Lee. This dude tries his hardest to be like a crime solver, and I'm over here talking about TikTok Tony's cock parodies, putting wigs on, and I got like 5 times the amount of subs that dude has. And to be honest, I don't know how many Griftney has. Josh is not too much ahead of me, and I'm probably dead even or whatever with Griftney. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. But I do take the channel serious, and I do things like this when I get a chance. I guess this is gonna be just an interview. Okay, here.
things what I'm upset about is because
There goes Daryl Brooks,
I said twice.
girlfriend. You guys remember on the
One,
stand?
he prolonged. I'm not gonna cut it. He prolonged stuff until my.
That's the girl. That's the girl that he did all that domestic violence stuff to and all that. Okay. But gave her the platform, of course. These people won't, but the racist stuff. I'm gonna skip these other videos that I have, because maybe we'll come back to them. And maybe I'll play one. But so here's me when I thought I was black a long time ago, back in the day. This is me like a Benny Keys back in the day, right? I thought I was black at one point. But here's like a lifetime friend of me. This guy I know for 20 years at my dinner table. These people can't. This is at my wedding. Like, why can't the people who call me racist provide these receipts? Here's another friend I known for 20 years. There's a hell of a Nazi there fishing, showing the little black kids in the community how to put a hook on and to get a catfish out the water. It's a sexy dude right there, though, with that six pack. I can see my dick, Josh. CW. When the internet comes involved, like you guys don't touch me. When it comes to the internet, like these are all friends of mine in my wedding. But when it comes to the internet, you're not touching me. You don't help any people of color. Here, I'll let him tell it. I'll let him tell it real fast, and then we're gonna get to the Josh stuff. This is just good. This is just for the stingers. I know he's watching.
You know why? I had a white boy by the name of Matt from White Boy Lockdown Radio Productions. He showed me how to whoop on YouTube and maximize. I was doing $16,000 a month. You know why? I had a white boy by the name of.
Anyway, it's kind of useless to show anything else. They cannot show anything like that, right? But remember, they try to desperately gaslight people, right? Desperately gaslight. The truth serum, I'll do that at the end. You guys want to do the truth serum next, real fast, or you want to do the or get into Josh's stuff now? Your call. $20. Thanks for all you do. No problem. Really, I've just been reviewing a lot of stuff, but now is the meat and potatoes of this live. The truth serum's quick. We can do it now or later. What y'all want to do?
She identified as white.
Who did?
Nonsense was reviewing BJ today, and she identified as white.
She identified as white? Who? BJ?
For Angel.
Oh, I don't know. She needs to identify as sober is what she needs to do. That bitch falls asleep every 10 seconds. So, Innocent, I know that you were sniping them earlier, but I saw some trolls in here didn't even pay any attention. How dumb do you feel with all the black comments and all that? What's that? Nothing more? What's that? What? Morons. You got to feel about this big now. But then these people are... but this is what they do. They try to gaslight somebody to the fullest. Now, look, if I'm not showing you all this or telling you stuff and you just got that end of the information from these people, you're going to go all for it. You're going to believe it, right? So I have to waste time on my live, showing I produce receipts. They don't. Speaking of receipts, my favorite part of the live. Let's hear Josh cry like a fucking bitch that he is. Are we ready for that? It was. What's up, Shay B? What's up, Duckin? I was dancing at the beginning of this live because Josh can't. I didn't have a heart attack. That guy is very large and in charge, people. He's fat and freckly. He's fat and freckly. Let me show you this one more time. He's fat and freckly. People, he's fat and freckly. He's fat and freckly. Fat and freckly. Here's him smelling either his own fart or scratching his ball sack and getting a little whiff of that Fremunda cheese at grandma's house. Grandma, unemployed, loser. But that would be my opinion, right? That would be my opinion, right? And I firmly stand on it. However, let's hear this bitch moan, cry, and tell you how he paid $9,000 for an ounce of weed, how he got robbed. This motherfucker is, and this lady calls him Ernie Shell. He cries like a baby, the ugly cry in this motherfucker. Josh, the lab, will run from this video. He will never acknowledge it. He hates the fact that this video's up. He cannot stand it. And pussy boy, you fuck around and find out. You ain't gonna gaslight me, fuck boy. I'll sit up here I'll go late to work exposing your ass. So let's get into your bitch ass crying, because you can't gaslight this. There's only one narrative: you crying, you scamming, and you being a piece of shit. And then you mailed razor blades to this. Oh, people, this is a recorded phone call, and I interview the lady. And wait till you hear what the lady says. The funny thing is, though, back to the whole felon jokes with this pussy boy Trevor, and Josh the lab. You're gonna learn Josh almost goes to prison behind YouTube. Okay, but let's be honest, he'd be fucking. Gang to that dude. He's useless. He'd throw one punch and be.
I love you guys.
I'm gonna talk like this the rest of the night too. Just take a couple bites out of this. Would you stop fucking biting that mic? That's what he does. All right, but the point is, his own cousin is always getting into trouble. I wonder if his cousin's fucking or fighting. I wonder if his cousin's a Nazi. See, when they give me nicknames, I don't get mad. I run with it because it just makes them, belittles them even more. But keep in mind, I love, bring it all, bitches. BHB, Pong, bring it on. Bring it. It's already been brought. Oh, but it's already been brought. Bring it, bitches. Bring it all. Bring it all. Because this shows how you guys gaslight the Proudfoots. It ain't gonna work on me. Y'all each went had a turn. Y'all each had a turn, and I'm just bobbing and weaving. Now, bitch. Now it's my turn to fight, and I'm knocking all y'all down. So let's play. Let's hear this bitch boy cry, shall we? Let's have a listen, shall we? Let's have a listen.
Can you just tell me all of that? I mean, is that the truth?
So, my cousin and I, it was about 3 months ago or so.
3 months ago. So really fast. Moron Trevor Lee is repeating something he says. I sold GHB in 2003. It's 25. It's over 2 decades ago. This is 2 years old. This video is 2 years old. So we're looking at 2 years and 3 months. Again, this is one of his own supporters that he's talking about. But here is the grift. What he's going to do now is tell her that he got robbed for the money that she gave him, which what had happened was we used it on dope and we got robbed. Well, goddamn, you can't solve crimes too good. And your attempt at selling dope, you can't do that too good either, Josh. But you can really bite that microphone, son.
Which cousin?
Robert.
Is that the one that has a lot of problems?
Yeah.
Sure did, DA.
But we got ourselves into some trouble.
Thank you, Shelby.
What kind of trouble?
We were, so we were trying to sell a couple pounds of pot. And the guy that we got it from was giving it to us at like a discount. And so, because I needed money because I hadn't really been making any. And
how many months ago was that? Like 3 months ago? So around the time that you started talking to me.
well, it was a little bit before that too. Like, I mean,
So when your girl is who I think your girlfriend is your girlfriend.
no. And it got stolen. So then we ended up owning a guy.
That sounds like an Ernie Shell story.
Lol. It sounds like an Ernie Shell story. So the money that she lent him got stolen in this drug deal. This is a grift, people. He's gaslighting the lady that he romance scammed. Okay. Jay for Justice played this. I gave it to her, but she forgot a lot of key points. This is why I'm going to replay this. And I'm going to go over, I'm going to have her come on. I'm going to play a next video where she comes on. Jay for Justice did a good job, but I'm going to fill you guys in on a lot of stuff that Jay missed on. Okay. And Josh, because I know that you watch everything. You're lucky that Jay didn't show your pictures because I did send them to Jay. You know, I absolutely sent them to Jay. I about hit her fucking panel, you know, but I'd be cussing and I'd be let my homegirl do her thing. But I definitely fed her. Absolutely. You're punk ass. But this dude did this girl dirty. Her name is Jenny. He did her dirty, people. Just to catch you guys up. He scams her out of like $9,000, lies to her a million times. He plays her. He ends up mailing razor blades to her house via Amazon with a note that says, "Off yourself." So what Jay did not tell you guys is, and this is on an interview that I did, and she says this. I'll try to find the timestamps when we get there. She's like so shaken up about this. Keep in mind, she's grieving. She's lost a lot of her people, right? He does this. Then he goes in this chat that he knows that she goes to, and he's like leaving these subliminal like clues about what he did. She contacts that other piece of shit, the interview room, Chris McDonough, and she's like frantic on the phone with him. She tells me this is all on this interview that I'm about to play after we hear him cry like a bitch. She's like frantically, like, you know, contacts Chris McDonough. He picks up the phone. He's like, he hangs up on her. Like, that is the biggest scumbag move ever, because once you're a cop, you're always a cop, right? You know, it's crazy as fuck, man. Josh will never, ever, 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 ever do it. Run a test, people. Go leave a comment about Jenny. Leave a comment about Jenny in his comment section. Holy shit. I will give you. Anyone want to bet? Anyone want to bet? That shit's getting deleted. He will not address that for nothing. But Jenny also exposes him. He does a lot of plagiarism. What's comical is he steals a lot of content from this guy named 1090 Jake. who was a big VA two up, two down is in here. He can vouch for this. 1090 was a big thing when I first started doing YouTube. I know him. Okay. He's blew up. He's got a million subscribers. But when Josh is saying inmate Nazi, dude, you're stealing. He was stealing content from somebody in the prison community. He was literally stealing their content, and he was just reading it, stealing it all, but he would just read it. He would read the transcript and the Josh way. It's comical. It's comical. So you're going to learn Josh almost gets arrested. He's stealing content, plagiarizes this prison YouTuber, right? But everybody's a Nazi and everybody's an inmate. And dude, you're right there. Like, this is straight comedy, people. The narrative, the projection and the gaslighting is horrendous. But what do you think he's done to Don Wells, Chris, and Katie? This is the guy who texted Don Wells, "Why'd you tell White Boy Radio?" Oh, I've gotten all his communication with Don Wells. This dude is a straight weirdo. Straight weirdo. But let's continue because this thing's long.
Josh.
Well, that's what happens here in Humboldt County. And it happened to us. And I was scared. And I didn't know what to do. But it wasn't like I was like, oh, I'm going to, that wasn't what that was. I know that you'll never believe that, but.
What was it then? Tell me what it was then. And how much did you get stuck up for? How much did you get stuck up for?
Both of the pounds.
And how much was that?
Danny, you know Jake?
You know I don't know anything about drugs.
It was about 9,000.
So everything you told me on the phone the other night about the car payment,
No.
about the roof, about the house, was any of that true?
Yeah, that was, yes.
About the car payment, the roof. So, spoiler alert, Jenny does modeling. Okay. These are separate loans. So we're looking at about $10,000. I think it's about 9,000. She says it on here. And then when I interview her, she says it too. But all separate lies, right? All separate lies. He lies on his own grandmother. She calls him out on it. People, internet, YouTube people, you never lie on grandma. You never lie on grandma. You do not lie on grandma. If you lie on grandma, you are a piece of shit.
And that's why I was trying to do what I did with the pot.
So you're not normally a drug dealer?
No, I'm not at all.
Yeah, 900.
And I probably would have been better at it if I was.
For a pound. What? Where did they do that at? I got
there a party?
There was a party, I promise.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Josh, you sent 2 pictures that don't, the facial
what?
hair of the guy in
Yes.
the picture
Absolutely.
doesn't match the facial hair of the person in the.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to drop the link to this thing right now. Thank you for the 5 memberships. I really appreciate that. Canvas and Crime. I appreciate that. Somebody said they'll make sure that Jake sees it. Look, I know Jake, 1090 Jake. Me and him are not the best of friends. He kind of hates me. It's okay though. It's okay though. I don't fuck. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna also tag him. 1090 Cakes. How you doing, 1090? It's been a long time, my dude. Congratulations on the 1 million subscribers. I'm gonna include a timestamp. Please make sure your content's safe from this fat fuck. If you do so, I will take down the video of you that has 50,000 views. And you should know by now, I'm a man of my word. All righty, that's all I got, sir. Alrighty, guys.
Recent pictures.
No, I mean,
It's a very long live. Please copy and
I
paste
can't
this for
convince you
viewing
that, but there
pleasure,
was a party. Yes, absolutely, there was.
because we're not going to listen to the whole thing.
And the only way I
And
could
what
prove
about
It
it.
is
I will talk to your son
Yeah.
then.
2 hours.
What's what is the deal with the computer then?
The computer was a lie.
The whole thing was a lie.
Well, it got stolen, but it was.
No, it didn't, Josh. Josh, no, it didn't. It was like your Twitter account. No, it didn't.
This guy literally Googled his a computer that got shot. This has been debunked many times by many creators. How about the moron Google's shot up computer? And he doesn't even go like to the, you know how Google has like first page, second page, third page, fourth page. He doesn't even go like off the first page, right? So he tells her shot up computer, right? It's the image on the first page of Google, right? Then about a year ago, he was grifting again and said that somebody shot up, somebody did a drive-by by his house and they hit the refrigerator, right? This guy is so pathetic, right? And the thing is, his audience is mostly women. Mostly women. So all you could do is put the information out for people, and it's on them, right? It's on them. But you really need to hear her tell this to me because it gets deep. This is a conversation that she recorded with Josh, and she was slowly exposing him. Just so you guys have the full context of this. She was fully exposing him, and she was in a little group of creators knew about this, right? I don't know who she shared this recording to, right? But they then somebody at that point put this out because this channel, it only has 17 subs, right? And this video has 5,000 views, right? So somebody who she shared it to made an alt channel, who knows, and uploaded this. I don't know. I got blamed, right, for the leak. Some other moron faceless clip channel is like, oh, white boy leaked it. They're so stupid. I wasn't in the small group of people, right? I didn't even know she was exposing him. Somebody one of my subs at this point was watching one of the creators in the small group of people, and they sent it to me. So of course I played it. I got blamed for it, and I then was trying to get a hold of Jenny very, very, very hard. She had a channel on YouTube called the what is it? The grab. Recently, it's been taken down. I don't know if he copyrighted her or if she just said fuck this place altogether. Okay, I don't know. I will tell you, when I interviewed her, it was extremely hard to get her to come on my panel. Extremely hard. Because she's been burnt by YouTubers. I had to utilize a third-party creator who said, man, white boy's a good dude. He's not going to burn you. She still wouldn't do it. But she did come up. You'll learn it shortly.
Don't lie, please.
All right, it was all a lie.
And the party was a lie too.
No, it was not.
The money for the party was a lie? Wasn't a lie?
No, it wasn't.
Josh, are we going to do what we just did 5 seconds ago where I said, no, the party was a lie?
Well, you don't know that, so you're wrong. So
2 years ago, shenanigans. Me.
Josh.
What?
I'm really asking you to tell me the truth.
I just did.
So how much do you owe?
I owe another $3,000.
So that's why you asked me. Why'd you ask me for $6,500 at first?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I didn't ask you for $6,500.
Yeah, you did. There was dry begging, and you know it was, because that's how you asked me for the other money, and you know that that's what this is about. So don't pretend that we weren't asking you for $6,500.
It was just a publisher clearinghouse shit that.
Did she know anything about me? So tell me exactly what your thinking was when you started.
Knew about the money problem, because of her stupid fucking publisher clearinghouse.
This is him talking about his grandma.
What?
Because of the publisher clearinghouse shit that she got. I'm not even exactly sure about.
You totally not that great. You asked me if $7,600 that I had sent Jimbo, I sent him like 200, because you never know if you're
started.
Hold on, guys. 1 second. Let me see.
Yeah, I know.
But it wasn't. But it wasn't. I told you it wasn't the amount.
Wondering that, and why on earth? But the thing is, I kind of don't believe you about not thinking that I would offer you the money freely, when it's like you really led up to it, you know? So if there's something, I really want to believe the part about that. How much was the antibiotic part? So that's $1,270 to you.
Yeah, I thought you might, but I wasn't.
Can you kind of understand why it looks so bad and makes? I can't hear you. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Buddy, I'm so sorry. I'll get it all to you.
Can you answer me a couple more questions? This is a big question. What about the Otis thing?
Yeah, I used. Yes, he got neutered, but.
All right.
Just tell me the truth.
Just wanted to hear that part.
I told you the truth. That's how it started.
What's up, Jay?
But it wasn't. I told you it wasn't the amount.
How much was the antibiotic part?
It was $900.
That's not what you told me the other night.
I know.
I hate that these stories keep changing. The antibiotic port was $900, and I gave you $2,600, right?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Did you use the rest?
I'm gonna let it play for like about another 10 minutes or so, right? Because I really want to play when I interviewed her, okay? And she gives us a lot of detail about the scumbag, the fat bastard Josh, and the rip-off con artist that he is, right? And all the fuckery that comes with it. This is his own supporter, people. So he's playing this lady, playing this other lady in South Africa, and it's really weird shit, okay? But keep in mind, as you're hearing him rip off his own people, his own supporters, right? He's going to admit to all these lies. He's going to blame grandma, blame everybody. He's already blamed within 12 minutes, the cousin, the grandma, right? Everybody, right? He even tries to like play these weird like switch it games with her, and she catches it, right? She does not play the radio with this guy. She's had enough. When a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it, Josh. And she's just snapping, right? He's just fat and freckly, people, and he's a ripoff guy. Now, we're going to listen to it, but I want you to copy this link. I'll put all this in the description box. I'll pin all this, but I really want you to test the waters. Go on over to the scab and say, hey, we want Josh. We want you to speak on Jenny. We need justice for Jenny. Your comment will be deleted like with the quickness. He will not address Jenny. He never has. He never will. And every time he brings me up ever again on YouTube, I don't care if he talks about me tomorrow, next week, Josh, I'm going to play this shit. I hope you get 400,000 subscribers in a month. I will play. I'll just make a live with you on the thumbnail, and I'll play this entire video again, because all those new subscribers are going to learn about how much of a piece of shit you are. I mean, these are your own supporters. This is not 20 years ago. No, sorry, Bob. It's not. It's not. This is 2 years ago when you're covering the Summer Wells case, when you're gaslighting that family. This is what I'm saying, people. When they put it on me, I love it, because that's all he's doing. He's gaslighting Chris and Katie with all the fuck shit. The guy is a complete douchebag. Lives with his grandma, almost 50 years old. Right?
I mean, he sounds like a
The
winner.
dude, I mean, you could, the guy has gained so much weight. Like, you could literally, like, his head has grown. His head has grown. And how do I tell that? When he's eating the microphone, he's such like a slop too. Like, dude, have a little bit of posture. Like sit up straight and give the goddamn microphone a little space, you fat bastard. He like slops over, right? Like he's eating it, right? He's so lazy. He's probably got like those like, he's probably got like that back, like that stomach cheese where like there's these deep ribbly like lines like of bending over, right? It's like an unnatural wrinkle in his side. They probably smell like cheese. Probably it very well also
God,
might
can you
be.
imagine how sore and raw that gets?
Oh, funkily.
Oh, come on. Can we not?
It very well may be
You're
what
not
he's
getting
smelling.
me, you know, in the mood. I'm not ready for sexy time anymore.
Wait, I think we might have found the mystery. This is true crime. We've solved the crime. I've solved the crime, people. We have solved it. This is what he's smelling. It's the fat, wrinkly thing from his bad posture. Right here. Let me show you. He's smelling either his own farts, or it's very likely that this is what he's smelling in these photos. Look at this. What is Josh smelling? Look at this. Look at this guy. Like, look at this guy. Oh my God. Wow. He's a big motherfucker, isn't he? So I did challenge to sumo wrestle Josh back with the Don Well stuff, and he neglected. Now the guy outweighs me by at least 200 pounds. So I just wanted to see him in a diaper. I was just going to pants him and run away. But I want to challenge Josh to a walk-off. And we both can walk. So the guy who can walk the most, because I know you're not going to do anything like, we're going to raise, money for Sebastian Rogers. The person who walks the most, okay, without stopping, are you open to that, Josh? But anyway, let's get back to this clip. Very important. I played it a little bit more.
Some money too.
Lies. I'll drop us in the comments one more time.
So $1,700 was left over. How much is your car payment?
It's like $430.
$430. Just on.
It's $1,270. What did you do with that money?
I told you what I did with it.
You gave it to the guy that you owed money to?
Yep.
And what have you told me that the other night that you used it for paying back for the roof and to the bank?
That was the second one.
Jesus.
Okay, so that was, but can I just ask you this? When you
My fellas in the chat,
about your grandma,
how weird is it?
Her coming home and you
Borrow
said
money
you were
off a
meeting with,
female that you're dating.
Insurance agent, was any of that true?
Done that.
Yeah, that was true.
True story. Noel, you could take this one. True story. I was struggling in Hollywood, Florida before I was together with Noel. Noel offered to send me money. I turned it down, and I really could have used it, right? We weren't together. We were talking. I don't.
Ended up trying to help me a
Yeah.
couple years later, I believe, or at least a year later.
But I would never ask a lady that I'm like talking to or dating, like, hey, you know, what had happened is, do you got like this? Like, that's like balls. Like, who does that? Like, I wouldn't even, I've never done that. Like, I would never, like, that's like the epitome of a useless man. A useless man. So just to recap, he's fat and freckly. He's fat and freckly. He's doesn't work. Completely out of shape, right? Completely out of shape. But has found a way to make money off the internet by exploiting missing people cases and ripping off his subs. Keep in mind, this is Jenny, survivor number 1, on a recorded phone call. We are next going to play the interview I did with Jenny. But also keep in mind, Victoria, who submitted us the photos with him smelling his own farts at grandma's house, was steadfast about coming on the show after Miss Jenny did, but she was scared of what Josh would do to her if so. She was scared. With that said, razor blades were mailed to Miss Jenny. And also, somebody please give it a test run. Trolls, run over there and ask Josh, hey, what's the deal with Miss Jenny? It will be deleted faster than YouTube would censor COVID misinformation. You can bet your life on it.
But did you have an inkling in your mind that I would offer it to you?
Yeah, I thought you might, but I wasn't sure.
And
But
so
that
that's
wasn't
why you
gonna-
asked. That's why you talked to me about it.
No, that wasn't going to. No, but that wasn't going to affect whether I kept talking to you or not.
Well, you knew that if I gave you that, I mean, you kept talking to me because you knew
Man-child.
there was more stuff you owed. What did you say? How much did you say you owed the guy with the pot?
It was like $9 grand or something like that.
And take himself seriously.
How come your uncle or your cousin or whatever that guy's name is, how come he's not pitching in on this? Did you
Because
ask anybody else for the money?
Yeah, I did.
The same way you asked me?
Ladies in the chat, I'm dying to know, have you ever had a man? So I'm not talking about like you guys haven't porked yet, right? There's been no porkage. There's been no any type of fellatio. There's been no porking. There's been no any sexual stuff at all. This is you just talking to the dude, right? You and the dude are getting acquainted. Maybe you're getting ready to meet up. So let's keep this real. Let's keep this a buck, right? Not only has there been no porking, but they haven't even gone on a date yet, right? They haven't even went to Carrabba's yet.
Oh my God.
Red Lobster.
Fucking nothing, bro. Wasted
Like,
my
yeah.
time.
Nothing. This is like straight, will you pay me for my conversation type shit? I mean, if let's keep it a buck, people. Let's keep it a buck. This is what this
I'm
is.
not looking for a friend.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for a
You know,
fucking
this is
friend.
so let's keep it a buck. So this is totally like, this is not even first base. This is pitcher's mound. This is batter's box. No, I'm sorry. You're in the dugout still. You're in dugout. We are literally talking about the dugout.
Are we at least stretching?
I guess we're stretching. We're stretching. Okay. We're stretching. So ladies in the chat,
No, still no.
have you ever spoke to a guy on the phone?
Not on purpose.
You're about to set up the Carrabba's. You're about to set up the meat, right? You're about to set it up, right? Or you're bouncing around the idea like maybe you like it's not your thing to be like, hey, you want to go out to eat or something? Maybe he's one of these putzes that doesn't get the like pick up the like he should be inviting you to eat yet. So you're like one of these ladies that are like, hey, so what's your favorite restaurant? You're like giving these really obvious like clues, and he's, as the man, is supposed to be like, oh, you know, I like Carrabba's. Oh, me too. I love Carrabba's. Yeah, you want to go there Tuesday night? How about 8? Like, that's what we're not even there yet. Have you ever had a man hit you up for A, money, 1 in the chat for yes for money, 2 in the chat for $9,000? Dying to know this. Dying to know this.
No, not really.
Stretching. We're stretching. We're still stretching.
No. Are we stretching naked?
Can you kind of understand why it looks so
We have cleats on.
bad and makes? I mean, think about it. If you were hearing this story on YouTube,
With a cup.
you know, I can only account it for that because that's where we watch scammers at, and we both enjoyed watching scammers. I didn't know that. But you were, I feel like you were watching it to learn how to scam or something.
It's the most thing I've ever done. And I'm sorry with all my heart.
Hold on, what's this time? I'm totally putting this on my audio stuff for StreamYards. 16 minutes and 1 second. This is gonna be I'm gonna have this 30-second audio clip of this ugly cry for when somebody super chats. I'm gonna say, seriously, I'm gonna thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much.
I can't hear you. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. I'll get it all to you.
Can you answer me a couple
9,000
more
there.
questions? This is a good question. What about the Otis thing?
Yeah, I used. Yes, he got neutered, but it wasn't the amount I used. I told you I used.
Bro, he lies on the cousin. He lies on the grandma. He lies on the dog. He lies on the dog. Who says, man, like, let's hear what's the dog lie about? Let's hear this. I wonder what kind of grift this is.
But did he have to have the surgery you said he had to have?
Yeah, he only had one test.
One test.
Gosh.
Of course it's balls. Of course.
He only had the one test.
Of course it's nuts.
Please don't go and do this like what we just did a little bit earlier. Like every time it's like peeling back an onion. Can you just tell me the truth? I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not mad right now.
You're mad. You're mad. You're never gonna.
I'm not. I'm not mad
You
because
stopped me in every corner.
I'm not.
Yeah, did you catch that? On the prime side? Damn.
Yeah.
That's what the names trip me out sometimes. It's hard to read from here. What does it say? UA. What does that babe say? UA crime. Crimson Tide. Yeah, you caught that, right? So she caught that. They like to watch scammers and stuff on YouTube. So like this is like some 5D mental shit that he's running on this chick. Like he's like they're so again, you're watching this recorded phone call. Next, we're going to go to my interview with Miss Jenny, where she explains a lot of this phone call. And she tells you, Josh watches all the drama. She's going to tell you this because they would sit on the phone for hours together and watch it together, talk and whatnot, right? But just picture this, guys. Picture this. They're watching like these scammer stuff, right? And he's like, yeah, man. That guy's a real scumbag. Like he's like, running it on her like he's not this guy, right? Turning around and asking for almost 10 grand, blaming it on the dog's testicles, grandma, the cousin, right? scumbag piece of shit, grifting, lazy craphead. Like, get a job, dude. Get a job. Why don't you get a job? I can't stand these worthless men. That dude, right? He's fat and freckly. Okay. He's fat and freckly. He sits around the house all day. He lives with grandma. Okay. So you don't have like any bills, right? It's so like useless. Like, what a useless man, right? You could tell he has a small pecker too, because look, I'll keep it real. Since I want to talk about me being in prison and all, look, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Well, I mean, it's just proven when you have that much fucking fat hanging off your body sucks your dick up into it.
Yeah, let's keep it a buck. I've seen more cocks than probably 75 retired porn stars. Okay, indirectly. Okay, peripheral. How you say it? Peripheral fucking view in the shower. Okay, sometimes you don't even want to look at the cock. But sometimes you turn, grab something, cock over here, cock. I've seen a lot in my day. And I'll tell you what, fat dudes, right? Large guys, big. He's not fat. He's big boned. Okay, I get it. Big boned guy. They have small peckers. It's nothing but head, hair, and nuts. It's nothing but head, hair, and nuts. It looks like this, with a whole bunch of like, it's head, hair, and nuts. It's head, hair, and nuts, like this, right? It's like this, head, hair, and nuts. Don't have much to work with, but he's got a sack like a billy goat. But I know this because I've seen myself. Look, at that, it's that awkward moment where you catch the peripheral and you're like, okay, I got that dude beaten. Okay, I got him beaten, right? Because you're a man. You're like, okay, all right. I'm walking out the shower, like, all right, I'm 4 for 5. I'm 4 for 5. I'm standing decent. But the fat guys, they just you can't even see it. So fat and freckly, unemployed, head, hair, nuts, like useless, completely useless. This guy is. If it wasn't for YouTube, what would what would it be?
He'd be bored and lonely. I know the people that know him would.
You're right, I do, because like I said, you'll never believe me. It doesn't matter. I'm like,
can you give me a chance to believe you?
This is the most shameful thing, and I'm sorry beyond words, and I'll never be able to make up for it. And I'll even when I pay you back, I'll never be able to make anything right. I'll never be able to make anything right.
It doesn't matter. Like, you had no intention of like having a friendship with me if it weren't for the money.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Like, why am I talking to you right now?
God bless you, crimes under investigation. God bless you.
I don't care anymore. Honestly, I don't care anymore.
Hell yeah,
I don't want that for you.
I'm at my wit's end with this.
Then just tell the truth. It'll all be over. You'll feel so much better if you just tell the full truth. Okay?
Okay.
I know that.
He didn't have. Yes, I made that up. But he did have surgery. He did have his surgery.
So you made up the fact that he had the testicle problem.
Wow. Weird. That's weird.
Yeah, but he was
having
a problem.
That's
what
weird.
What were his problems?
He was.
What had happened is
it was like. So he had one testicle that was bigger than the other, and it was like protruding through his sack, and it was painful, and
we got to Google search on that.
That was a lie.
I'm out, chat. Is there a diagnosis on a dog where his one testicle can be bigger than another and it can protrude out to the point where it needs surgery without a hernia or anything like that? Just chilling, it can just super grow.
You could also be born with your nuts stuck up inside you, and you have to go in.
Now you're telling me that story again.
I can send you the picture of it.
I don't want a picture of it. I'm serious. I really don't want a picture of it. I would like a picture of his wound, if you have a picture of
Okay.
that, or
Yeah, I can do that.
okay, but did he just be neutered? Because you just said to me not less than a minute ago that you made that up. Like, just come clean. I'm not looking to yell at you. I want it to be done with. I don't want to have any other questions about it, because I don't, as much as like you think that I'm going to hold this over your head, I'm going to follow you your whole life or something like that. I'm not. I want it to be done with. It's very embarrassing to me that I fell for it, considering, like, you know, with my dad's stuff. I'm not going to put something on YouTube for my own sake, but more so for your sake. I don't want your kids to see or hear this.
All right, guys, here, what I'm going to do real fast is to skim through this. Could you believe we're only 20 minutes into a 2-hour recording? Like, this gets deep, and he cries like a bitch so many times. And there's so many lies on this. I'm just gonna really skim through
I don't want
this.
anybody in your future.
What I'm gonna do is
Forward, there's a lot of healing, and
I'm gonna skim through here for 2 minutes. I'm gonna drop this link.
and when we started messaging, when we started messaging, I kind of like
I'm taking her out.
dropped off from her, not talking to her, like very much.
But you told me, that's the thing, you told me that you had broken up.
No, I didn't.
Grab this link, guys, for this.
I know.
And that you weren't talking to anyone.
For people who are watching
That's what I'm
this
trying to tell you.
on the
is that
replay,
it
this will be in the
when
description
you and
box.
I started
With a
talking
pinned comment.
the way that we were
Either or.
talking, it wasn't
It's well worth a lot
like,
watch
that wasn't
on your free
happening
time.
like that with her anymore. But I never
Without me
said
stopping it, without my commentary,
Okay, so
just
here's
a
exactly
regular
how
let
it
it rip
is.
one.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna
I
bring through it.
assumed that you had money,
That's why it feels like you were targeting me.
but I
Okay.
wasn't. I promise you, because I fully have and still do plan to pay you back everything. Well, I was going to pay you back anyway. Know that you were going to offer.
But why did you play it up so much, Josh? You knew I was going to offer.
So he didn't pay her back. In the interview that I'm about to play next, she ends up she has to get the FBI involved. So this is called, people, a romance scam. What this is, it's called a romance scam. What she's explaining this to me when on the interview, which I'm going to play here in just one moment. I didn't know much about this thing called a romance scam, right? It's not like a catfish. It's not like a regular scam. It's something that the FBI take very serious, but she did threaten to listen, guys. There's two things you need to understand. Well, let's just say three. Miss Jenny is not a stupid person. Okay. She is did some type of modeling work. Okay. The craziest thing about this whole thing, this whole ordeal, this blows my mind. This lady that he's ripped off for $9,000 in real life, she would not. There's no way that this is going down. Okay, there's no way this is going down. Like, she's attractive, people. She has modeling gigs. Okay, which then, if in turn he gets paid. Okay, like it's the craziest thing. Here's what's also wild. Victoria, not an unattractive woman. Okay, not an unattractive woman. I don't know what Victoria does for a living, but a woman who has money. Like, these women in real life, right? This is again, you're gonna hear her tell you all this herself. It's so wild. It's so wild because this guy don't have no game. He's on the phone, right? He knows how to talk good on YouTube, right? He knows how to gaslight, right? But in real life, when there's a attractive woman sitting across from him, he don't have no game like that. He'd probably be stuttering. You don't know what the fuck to do. Could you imagine if there was a first or second base? Holy shit! Get out of here. But I mean, you could just tell. Like, look at the dude. But I mean, it's crazy. It just makes it the more like weird aspect of this whole thing. And again, she gets into this, right? But don't ever forget Victoria. We're gonna get to Jenny. I'm gonna play a few more minutes of this. I just don't want anybody like to think that who you're listening to is just a silly person, right? She got tricked. I don't really know the definition of romance scam, but there is a lot of Facebook groups for romance scams out there. Matter of fact, I'm going to post this. Josh, I'll do you a solid. I'm going to post this scumbag I'm going to join like 3 Facebook groups, romance scams, as we listen to the next clip. And I'm going to share this video in there. However, let me continue to play this, and then we're going to go to the next one, her interview with me.
Like you played it up over and over and over again.
Because I really,
I'm going to
this
stick
is
to
important.
an hour and 35 minutes.
Because you already told me that you liked me at that time.
Yeah.
You might have even told me that you loved me at that time.
Anybody in the chat know what a romance scam is?
So the you spent $1,500 on your son's party, Josh?
Wow.
I spent about
Party that
800.
there's no proof happened.
I promise.
You text me at 10:30
Yeah,
at night.
yes,
and you were
famous
watching
truth
baseball
teller.
earlier in the day.
That is absolutely true. Yes, yes.
That is true. And I can prove it, and I have no problem proving that. We had a graduation. Huh?
Okay. Wait, where'd the rest of the money go to?
Trying to. So I spent
Men get
about
scammed too, 100%.
So about 6. I once again I used that.
So yeah, a couple good comments. I'm gonna put the interview on now. She'll let you know. Not honest league. So she never knew what he looked like standing up. You guys see me. I make parodies and stuff, right? So you see me now sitting down. If I did every video like this, let me get rid of that. If I did every video like this, right, you really wouldn't know what I look like. But then if I'm a slouch, I'm like, hey, you really wouldn't know what I look like, right? But you see me like get up and do parodies. I'm like walking around. Sometimes I stand up and do videos. You guys know I make videos up, down, over here. Noelle has the camera sometimes. Like you guys know what I look like, right? If I was the Josh, I would dim the lights, right? I would try to tell you like the comical thing about all this is like he's always like trying to preach to his supporters, right? He's like he has like the life lesson, right? Like, bro, you're tripping, right? But he's like slouched over, like trying to like tell the supporters and then right, I can't even. His voice is so annoying. I can do it, but it's hard, and I gotta have a straight face, and I just can't right now with that picture of him with smelling his farts is in my head. That I can't clear it out of my head right now. I'll try in a minute, but you don't know what he looks like, right? She explains it. I'm gonna put it on right now. So I'm gonna drop this one more time in this chat. Get this motherfucker, copy and paste it. Okay, it's well worth a full listen uninterrupted. Now, here is Miss Jenny. Here's Miss Jenny coming on to the show. And yes, it is true. You're gonna hear her say she comes on to my show because I was talking about something and she wanted to correct misinformation up, which we correct. But she's like, white boy, I know you've been trying to get me on the show. She's like, I know that you've even offered people, you've even offered to pay. And I'm like, yeah, I did do that. Because I was really trying to get this interview, man. Hey, look, if I'm mad at somebody, I'm a petty bitch. What do you expect? So it is what it is. You know, so I made some notes. So let me see where Jenny joins. Jenny joins at, and I'll drop this too. This is an older live. She talks to Don Wells as well. And she tells Don Wells that Josh does not care about Summer Wells, to stop talking to him. This is all on this live. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not going to be able to play this whole live myself, the whole thing either, because it's very long, right? But I highly suggest you take your time and listen to both these two things, specifically that first one I played first. Hear the phone call, and then you could hear the interview that I have with her, talk about certain things she says on that, right? And it'll make a lot of sense that way. That weirdo is in the bushes watching, as I saying that I showed her a message about something. I'm not reading it. I don't care about anybody. Chronicles of the Shady. I don't care about who you don't like on the platform. I'm not on here to hate them with you. Okay. You don't help families. I have. Okay. You're not going to sit there. You don't show your face. Okay. You're not going to act tough on Twitter. You're not going to make fun of me on Twitter. You don't even show your face, lady. You're like, you don't even have a purpose. You sound like a Karen. You're mad at everybody. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. And furthermore, moron, you doxed me years ago. Do you think I don't know that? You doxed me years ago. I never did like you. We were never friends. But I was able to coexist with you, lady. I was able to coexist with you. But when you get in, yeah, I'm fully aware, right? There's a lot of creators on this platform, right? I don't have to hate them all. Right? I dislike ones that do certain things. You don't get to lump me in, right, to bashing Seth Rogers because Cluminati came on my panel once. You don't get to do that. You don't know who Cluminati knows. You have not any clue. You have not a clue who that lady knows. You don't have a clue. With Granny's watching, just so you know, she's canceled one of my friends on this platform. Okay. When she was in a different genre. Do you see me have all this animosity towards her? No, that's between them. Right? You're not, what are you, the safety patrol of YouTube? You don't tell me who I have to hate, who I don't have to hate. And just because you hate somebody, hey lady, hate them by yourself. If the person that you hate comes on my panel, act your age. Nobody knows your age. You're silly. You contradict yourself. You don't help no families. You don't do a fuck thing. And I came to you with respect. If I wanted to use one of your videos or something, if I would ask you out of respect. I don't have to do that. I can just play it. What are you going to do? Copyright me? I'll counter it. Guess what then? You're not so anonymous. So you should really think. You should really think. You're not proving anything with these J for Justice clips and these. What are you proving? You look like a hater. You just look like a hater. And even if people don't like Granny's watching, she's getting sued and forced to be silent on a platform. We're all creators. You always stick up for that. That's dead wrong. You don't have to like her. That's dead wrong. And you're so stupid, you don't even know that this guy is trying to sue me, because it's the first time I announced it to my supporters tonight. You jump to assume things, lady. You don't think. You're like a Karen. You're all mad. You don't think. You don't have any logic. You can't put things together. I don't associate with people who bash parents, but maybe, just maybe, Clue knows something. Maybe, just maybe, she knows people. Look, man, you got to put it together. I'm not here to do it for you, but you look silly, petty, and bitter. If you can't do that, stay the fuck out of my inbox. This is over. If you know anything about this channel, I don't owe any human being 3 strikes, you're out. No, 1. So fuck you. Have a nice life. Fuck out of here. Oh, dumb bitches, man. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes you have to straighten people. You know what I'm saying? Now, where were we at before we were rudely interrupted? Dumb bitch. I'm gonna delete that shit. Not even gonna read it. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get rid of this one. So the timestamps are going to be 150 to 155. I don't have no problem at all. I mean, I don't, it's stupid. Like, lady, like, get a life. In the bushes. Like, she's even in the bushes of my life. And then she's such a Karen, she like couldn't control herself to leave a DM as I'm live. That's what I'm talking about. Get a life. Okay, this is 150.
Well, no.
We got about an hour here on Survivor number 1, followed by another hour. Have you guys listen? I'll stop it to explain things. That's about it. Okay.
Why is he
the volume good? Hit a 1 if the volume's good.
We had a great conversation last night, I thought.
Why is there no volume on here?
You know what I know, but I'm not.
That he did the same thing. So it's just.
When I watched the channel, this guy's pushing 350. Josh is going to bring Jenny up? All right. His podcast there. His podcast. There's no volume on you guys then? Joshua Diaz that you know on YouTube. Let me do something. Earlier in the live, you could hear him saying, you know, that word that rhymes with maggot. Mm-hmm. There's no receipts on that.
I'm gonna be honest about their stuff.
Important that you understand the timeline. I played the parody that I did. Okay. Important that you understand.
Or very personal and send a gift to someone. What she's told me.
You say, hey, what's up, white boy? I could say, fuck you, bitch.
$9,000 or something like that.
All right.
How come your uncle or your cousin or whatever that guy's name is, how come he's not pitching Amarelli Sony? And that does not
show. Josh.
I believe we were watching it to learn how to scam or something. To talk to me, and she's been
all right, so that's definitely her on panel, but where's it start at?
He is a liar, and that
the things.
This guy's a real piece of scumbag. People, we have a lot of shit to listen to, but this comes out. I listen to it.
Ever put anything out on the internet that you don't want?
I
But I do
understand.
want to. I want
There
to.
we go. This is it. This is the beginning of it. Here we go.
I want to say something to you, okay?
Veronica.
What I hate is this. It is very clear to anybody with a brain that is you and that is him on the phone. And it's how he put it under the
call. My ladies in the house. My ladies. Early when I started this, I asked you to please pay attention, especially the Summer West community, about YouTube. This is the woman. I really want you to pay attention to this conversation. What you're listening to now is Miss Jenny. Guys, rip into that lady because she's such a hypocrite. The Chronicles of the Shady person. Chronicles of the Shady lost my respect when she started supporting BJ, the grifter. Yeah, that's the thing. She's like in the bushes, like watching, literally like watching. I like Jay for Justice. I always have. Jay always talks good for me and Noel. I don't like try to like panel hop over there and like sub grift and stuff because Jay has a big platform. Okay, I've always been cool with her. I like her chat. Yeah, she's good people, man. And I'm comfortable over there. I jump in her chat and stuff. But I hop in and hop out. But like, if you guys have ever been in the chat when I jump in Jay's chat, you guys know this. Like I hop in and hop out, right? This lady's like watching with her binoculars, like what I'm saying and what the supporters are saying. Nothing to do with this lady, and they want me to make a Brittany J parody. Like you're DMing me, like all worried about it, like. It's weird, like her hate for like Granny's watching and Jay, it's weird. Like you're the call out channel, right? Why aren't you calling out this? The lady's nodding on. There's like literally in like the last 3 weeks, I've played a lot of them. There's like 5, 6 nod out clips, all different date. Nothing, but you're playing like T-Rev clips of him being high. Oh, okay. T-Rev's high. But Brittany J is not high because you like her, right? Right. Make it make sense. But you're like you have no life. You can't say that Queen Bee has no life because she chooses to go live for 8 hours if you're in the bushes with your binoculars on waiting for a clip. That makes you not have a life. Tell me how if Jay for Justice goes live for 3 hours, Queen Bee goes live for 8 hours. Granny's watching goes live for 2 hours, and I'm live now for over 2 hours. How do you have that's a lot of lives that you're watching, which is perfectly fine. But how are you gonna be a hypocrite and say that the one that goes live for 8 has no life? Lady, you're in them all the time. You're not gonna just sit here and say that you sporadically just like pick a timestamp and make that clip, are you? Stop it. Stop it right now. You watch the whole thing. Stop it. And then you talk shit. You jump in a tweet has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. With this dude who I know I've met in real life. Nothing to do with you. And you talk, you don't even show your face making fun of somebody's looks. What are you hiding? Like, what are you hiding? Weird. The lady's weird. Got a history of that. She's got a history of that. But yeah, you guys are right about it. Let her read it though. Let her see that with the binoculars. Weirdo, man. Anyway, fuck that lady. Back to this. Survivor number 1. I'll be right back. A lot of people don't know that this live was even done. She tells a lot on this live. Now, this live was done because after this, I'm going to play you the recorded conversation that was leaked and I got blamed for. Okay. So that's what she's getting into, which is, so if we're following the timeline, I found somebody posted, which I'll show you at the end of this live, a leaked conversation because survivor number one, Miss Jenny, was about to come out with her truth. I don't know if it was a Discord or a group text or whatever it was, but somebody in the group of people sent this recorded conversation totally exposing Josh. He tells on himself about how much he scammed. Like, he literally says how many thousands of dollars he scammed off this woman. How his house got shot up by drugs, how he had to sell drugs, how he got robbed. People, we have a lot of shit to listen to. But this comes out. I listen to it. I make that parody where I'm dancing. Then Josh texts Don Wells. Why?
You were blamed for it because of a geotag that showed up on it. I don't know if you did it. I don't know who did it. I don't actually care anymore who did it. It happened.
I did not do that. That came from that channel receipt. If you look at all my YouTubes, I put a location on everything.
Right.
I've never spoke to you ever.
No.
So I couldn't have. How would I get it?
I don't know, because I sent it out to a few people, and you know, now I found out that those few people had sent it out to a few people, and so there are many people that could have done it, and I actually don't care because that was my fault for sending it out to people and thinking that I could trust people. You know, the only reason I sent it out to people, it wasn't that I was shopping it around for people to put out. It was that I was genuinely I didn't know what to do. It was so unbelievable to me because I believed him and I trusted him. And when it all started to unravel, I couldn't even believe that he had targeted me to
that's Don, right?
Get money from me. And he concocted an entire romance scam. You know, like, I believe that he actually did care about me. I did, because of the time that he put into it. We were on the phone for like 4 to 5 hours a day, 3, 4, 5 hours a day, every day. It wasn't like it was like, you know, 2 times a week or something like that. It was literally every day for months and months and months. So in doing that, he found out everything about me, my deepest traumas, and he used those against me. He basically used those to play on my emotions. So I didn't. And the reason why a bunch of people, okay, let me just say this. A bunch of people have actually emailed me, sent me messages on my YouTube page saying that you wanted to talk to me. And people have texted me saying that you wanted to talk to me and that you even offered money to talk, you know, for them to get in touch with me to talk to you. But I didn't follow up with any of them because at the time in which.
So what I do, to be clear, I wanted her to get her story out. I had no idea how deep this gone or where. So I'm so glad that I did. I offered subscribers $50 cash out because she was denying every request. Yeah. So I just checked this lady's message, by the way, and it's interesting, right? She's mad that I showed something. I didn't even read what the hell she said in the first place when I screen shared earlier, which is interesting because it's got a fact about her life, right? Her family, right? And earlier in the tweet, when she jumps in at like the Karen out of nobody, when she's very mad when I went up with the Trevor Lee, underneath that, somebody mentioned that her family got ripped off for like $500,000. So for someone who's trying to be so anonymous on the internet, right? You gotta be careful, right? With your vague threats. You gotta be careful, right? You gotta be careful because there's a lot of your own info that you've set out, right? And when you do vague threats, right? I'm up here showing my face. I'm up here dancing. You're the one hiding it. So don't ever threaten me. Like, don't ever threaten me. Right? Because somebody could simply put together that your family got ripped off for $500,000, right? Which could easy FOIA request, right? And that would be a hard Google search, but combined with something else, not really. So please don't ever do that again and stay the fuck out of my lane. I asked her. I emailed her. I tried so hard to get Survivor One, Miss Jenny at the Grab on YouTube. Please subscribe to get her truth out. And rightfully so, she's been burnt by a scumbag. She's not trusted no YouTubers. I told you in the beginning,
right?
Jimbo.
Don, are you up?
She kind of only joined this live to kind of clear some things I was saying wrong up, but we kicked it and she spoke. Okay, now you're going to hear everything she says, but keep in mind, after this, it's just her and Josh. And if this guy cries in this conversation probably 20 times, that freaking ugly cry. But you're going to hear Josh telling himself at least, right? Victoria is
so upset all this.
What she says right now.
Anymore, you know, and that's, I agree. And that's what I've told people have said to me, like when I have gone on other people's panels and they've said like, I don't believe what she's saying. I don't believe what she's saying. It's like, good. Don't believe me. Look into it yourself. Like that's what you should be doing for every YouTube creator is looking into it yourself, because these people will lie to you. And I agree with you. This happens all the time on YouTube and just in real life. Like that was the thing was, yeah, he paid me back, but the only reason he paid me back was because I said to him, look, I never ever threatened him to expose him on YouTube. I sent him a link to the FBI's website of, they have a whole section of YouTube's or romance scams. Okay.
All right. Somebody said they emailed me, so I'm gonna go there now. I'm gonna try to find the part where she called Chris McDonough guys. I don't know where it's at. We'll try to find it though. Yeah, people should mind their business. They get big mad, block you. Hey man, don't start. Listen, man. Do not start no shit. Won't be no shit. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It really is just that simple. Is this your real email? Not sure if it was. I used to like Josh.
Yeah, we have considered
Hold on. Somebody's giving me information on him. That. Okay. All right. See, damn, Josh, you're a scumbag. All right. I'm not going to read that out loud. Somebody shared something with me through email, which I thought was the romance scam that somebody sent to me. But what I just read on my email, I don't know if I could share that. Let me reread it, guys. Yeah, I guess I could. Let me reread it because there's another victim of Josh's. Okay, I should say survivor. I have to reread that and figure out how I can word it, reading it out loud to you, even if I can. That's wild. That's wild what has happened. And let me find that romance scam one.
Okay, it's like it's a really gnarly, right? And the other thing is, Josh,
I believe it was $7,000 that Josh had to pay her back. My thumbnail says 9,000. Remember, I should have put 12,000 on there. I'll get there when I get there. Okay. Keep in mind, Josh is a YouTuber. He gets paid once a month. Every YouTuber gets paid on the 21st of each month. You can go to Social Blade. You can go to any website that tells you how much a YouTuber makes, and they're all wrong. I've proved this in the past, but Josh is not making $7,000 a month. There's Icked Mill is not making $7,000 a month. Where to get the $7,000 from? Keep that in mind. Paid her back. FBI and a lawyer. Let's continue.
Josh knows.
Actually, after this is her talking. So what you're hearing right now is her telling me her story. Next. This is interesting. I'm gonna, for the person who just sent this to me, that is my correct email. I just emailed you back. I would like to make a video about this separately. So maybe we can figure this out. What I would like to do with this email that you just sent me is give me all the info. keep you as much as anonymous as possible in this thing. And I would like to bust that credibility down because he hides behind that guy and Chris McDonough a lot. Those two people. He thinks are like these two big steps of his channel, right? There's a lot of people, Web Sleuths, which is the biggest true crime website there is, came on this panel and said that Chris McDonough is a piece of shit. Chris McDonough, for the ones who don't know, this guy, I've done a live about this. There's receipts on this. You can Google this. The police department that he worked for, he basically manipulated two young children. They were minors to admit to a murder that they did not do. Chris McDonough, the interview room, made two minors admit to a murder that they did not do. He was assigned to it. He couldn't solve it, right? He used false equipment on these minors. It's a big thing. Then he denied this. He said this never happened. There's like literal lawsuit papers and court receipts on this, right? And Web Sleuths, when she was covering the Summer Wells case, she didn't know about that whole situation I just said and was believing what he was saying about the Summer Wells case, which has been all opinion and lies on his end. So when she found out about him manipulating those minors, right? This is him on the job as a detective. She said, fuck this guy, right? She came on my show, apologized to Don. Yeah, that happened. And the interview room, Chris McDonough, he'd be like, no, this is all a rumor. He tried to like double down about it, right? Come on, man. That's all fraudulent. It's all lies. There's receipts on it, people. But Josh hides behind that guy. He also tries to get people, Sebastian Rogers people. Here's what's going to happen. Josh Lab is going to try to work Seth. He already has tried to do it. If you go back to earlier interviews, he's going to try to work Seth, right? To get Seth to get Sebastian into the Cold Case Foundation. The Cold Case Foundation does nothing. They've never solved any crimes. They don't do anything. He tried to get Don Wells to get Summer in there, okay? And Don said no, because it doesn't do anything. Google it. You know what the Cold Case Foundation does? They sell merch. They want the rights. They want the parent to say, yeah, you can have Summer Wells. Yeah, you can have Sebastian Rogers. So they can then put the kid's head on a t-shirt and sell merch, right? They do other things, but they don't solve any cases. They never have. Google it. Don't take my word for it. But Chris McDonough uses the lab, to get these parents to do that, right? And he's already tried on an interview. He's already tried to do it with Seth, but I don't know if Seth can do that because of the custody situation, right? So anybody who knows Chris or Katie, absolutely not. Do not do that. Do not give. Hells no. Hells no. Okay, is that how that went? This is 100% facts. Yeah, but I don't think. Listen, I don't know. It is his father. I don't know. Which part, Rainbow? Are you saying is that serious? Yeah, 100%. Thank you. Thank you, Joanne, for saying that. No, they weren't black. No, they weren't. They were siblings, if I remember right. Siblings. I did a live on this, and there's receipts on this. They were siblings. A romance scam was when someone pretends to be romantically interested in you online to trick you into giving them money or personal information. Does not sound like him. That's crazy. The interviews of Chris and yes, Joanne, they are. So you're knowledgeable about this. I already know that you know about it. Yeah. Joanne, did you ever see him try to like say that that never happened. Absolutely. So the only reason I'm bringing in up Chris McDonough right now, good conversation in the chat though. Please, if you guys don't know, please listen to Joanne in the chat. Please listen to Kester Bunny. These people have been around. Okay, please, guys. Don Wells is in here. He said, hell no. And I'm so proud of him for saying no on that whole cold case foundation. But this email I just got. So Josh uses the interview room, McDonough, and this other guy. And I'll go ahead and give you a clue. The other guy had like a COVID thing, whatever that doctor guy is. We have some information on him that just came through. Okay. So anyway, person who sent me the email, stick with me. I got your identity covered. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. I don't want to read that because I don't know what I don't want to read out loud. I do want to tell them very bad, but I'm not going to. So let's work that out, and you guys will know very soon. Anyway, let me get back to this thing. Just so you get to the full confirmation, everything after this, you're gonna hear the recorded phone call between her and Josh. So you'll understand why she didn't want it leaked. You'll understand why there's an awkward moment where she thought that I did it because I was blamed for it. You'll understand all this. I'm gonna give you the full timeline. It's her and Josh, and she records it for well over an hour.
In the world,
and that's where it gets real dirty. Ladies, pay attention, ladies.
That's exactly what he's doing when he targets these people. Okay, like he knew that I had gone through I've gone through a really traumatic experience. My dad was murdered, and I'm actually in the middle of having the person that killed my dad. She's been arrested, and she has been a grand jury.
So, look, guys, all jokes aside, we had a couple laughs tonight and stuff, but let's get real. Let's keep this a buck, right? I think by now I've more than proved when these idiots try to use me as the narrative control, it completely backfires, right? I'll fight it back with truth and receipts, right? Yeah, I really need you guys to understand, right? And when I see you guys in the chat, if you watch this in replay, the haters in the bushes, whoever, I really need you guys to focus on. I love the attention, right? When they take shots at me, because it now I can take the Don Wells out of the situation, right? I can take that the parent or whoever it might be, right? It's on me that they're trying to gaslight. Thank you, morons, for this. It's too easy when you do it like that. But showing you with receipts, debunking everything that they're saying, right? Now understand that so if let's just say you've watched the labs live about me, right? Directly when he cranked one up when he got butt hurt at my parody last couple nights ago. If you watched it, right, and then you're watching this live, there's like two different sources of information. There's a big sway of an opinion and a narrative, and then there's someone talking and showing you receipts behind it. If you look at both those two things, you can see how the dude tries to form. You can see how he's trying to gaslight. You have to understand what they do to the parents. And in this case, it's Chris and Katie Proudfoot, 100%. Or in this case, it's pro for Seth, right? I don't know what order, which way. I don't know what's going on, but I just want you to be able to recognize it. This guy in this part right here, He knows this lady's family members have died. He knows that she's grieving. He knows that she's vulnerable. And he attacks. If you've been subscribed to me long enough, innocent, a couple of you, I had to really prove that the tactics that he was playing with Don Wells. He knows Don Wells is grieving. He knows that his daughter's missing, right? Josh doesn't really think that there's foul play in the Summer Walls case. No, he doesn't really think that. But he knows to play the part, right? He knows to push Don's buttons. He knows how to, he used to know how to bait Don, right? He did it very well. This I won't take from him. This I'm not going to joke about. This I'm not going to clown about. It's all on his channel for you to see. However, listen to what she's saying. It's the same thing, people. He goes after this lady knowing grief. How do you think he took a shot at her? We know they're still stretching with cleats on. They're not on first base. But how do you think he is so comfortable approaching her? Come on, y'all. Put it together. It's right there for you. It's right there for you. It's right there. He's very good with people that are damaged, grieving. Look at his channel. People, what she's saying right now is so important, which is so important.
It's like it's a really gnarly, right? And the other thing is, Josh,
I believe it was $7,000 that Josh had to pay her back. My thumbnail says 9,000. Remember, I should have put 12,000 on there. I'll get there when I get there. Okay. Keep in mind, Josh is a YouTuber. He gets paid once a month. Every YouTuber gets paid on the 21st of each month. You can go to Social Blade. You can go to any website that tells you how much YouTuber makes, and they're all wrong. I've proved this in the past.
That's
but
my dude.
Josh is not making $7,000 a month. There's Icked Mill is not making $7,000 a month. Where do you get the 7,000 from?
That's me in the picture with him too. That's him shouting me out. If you go to really fast, I'm surprised that somebody knew who that was. So guys, one of those pictures I showed before is a creator called Charleston White. He's huge. He's in movies now. I helped him. That's me and him at in Miami. We all hung out. Noel met him. He's blown up. He's blown up, multi-million-dollar. But anyway, to La615, if you go to Say Cheese TV channel, has over 1 million subs. You scroll his catalog of videos, you'll see him doing a video with this exact shirt on. He told me we had a deal real fast with Charleston White. If I helped him, I found him being funny on the internet years ago, and I knew he was going to blow up. So I helped him with his YouTube. I taught him a lot of stuff, and I didn't charge him any money. This is a black guy that I don't know from a can of paint. We became very good friends. He connected me with a lot of people. My deal was, dude, you're gonna make it. You're gonna blow up. You're made for this. He plays a character, guys. He plays a character. And I said, if you blow up, just take me with you. Just take me with you. And what I was saying is, like, just as you're blowing up, give me shout outs randomly, help me grow as well. And he did, but he's been canceled and YouTube's kicked him off. He's very, very controversial, to say the least.
People that have sensitive.
Yeah. I got a couple interviews with him on my channel. You can check out. Yeah. I have 2 interviews with him on my channel, but he's got, if you just put his name on YouTube, Charleston White, he's got 10 million views on a channel called Cam Newton.
You'll see him wearing white boy on radio. That was him shouting me out. That's the deal that we made. Shout out to CW, man. He's the man. Keep that in mind. Paid her back. FBI and a lawyer. Let's continue. Actually, after this is her talking. So what you're hearing right now is her telling me her story. Next, just so you get to Don, I'm gonna call you, man. Everything after this, you're gonna hear the recorded phone call between her and Josh. All right, guys, look, man. There was a what family's getting trolled? Somebody put in the chat. Don, I'm gonna call you now. You still in here? Angel, can you send me some information on this? Do you know these people? Don, I want to call you. I would love to talk about Josh with you. Why haven't is he still in here? Is Don still in here? Hold on, Don. I'll call you right now. You up? I mean, I know you're up, but never mind. I'll figure it out when I call you. Hey, what's up, Bubba?
Oh no, bro. It's just
what do you
here, bro.
Yeah, you all right?
Just hanging out. So
Yeah.
Just kind of listening.
Yeah. I'm just reviewing Josh again because he's acting a fool. He's harassing these other parents in another case. But
yeah,
man, I wanted to just say, do you remember like when I was teaching you how Facebook Messenger worked, like how he was like deleting his messages with you?
Yeah.
And remember how you didn't know how that worked?
Right.
I just wanted for you to maybe see if you remembered that. And
a little bit. It's been a while back since all this happened, but
yeah,
I definitely remember Chris. The things Chris McDonough and all them people pulled is just criminal as can be.
Yeah,
we're trying to figure out where our daughter is and everything else. And these guys, they come into the guise of, oh, we're going to help you find your daughter, but they're really not trying to help do anything. They're just trying to expose us all they can for money,
Of course.
They don't care a thing about these kids.
You're right. Do you remember this video that I'm playing with that woman?
Yeah, I remember it very well. Yes.
I think you were on panel on this one. And remember what she said to you? She's like that he does not care about Summer and all that. Yeah.
I think it's been kind of interesting since Layla, Sebastian, and Summerville. There hasn't been any more kidnappings, and those three disappeared. It seems like almost back to back around the same time under the Biden administration.
Yeah.
But it's kind of odd. I mean, there hasn't, as far as I know, there hasn't been any other kidnappings. So, it seems like, Trump's putting the death penalty on the table. And I don't know.
Really? Is that what he's doing? I haven't heard that. Is that what he's doing? Is that what he's wanting to do?
Yeah, Trump's wanting to put the death penalty on the table for child traffickers. Yes.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Man.
I know the Department of Human Services, Child Protective Services, whatever, they are the major child traffickers. I mean, that's my belief.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey,
I just keep hoping and praying that God will expose whoever's behind all this.
Yeah.
There's just so much evil in the world today, and our country, has been falling apart.
Yeah, man. You gotta stay strong. You know what I'm saying? You guys just stay strong and hang in there. I know that's probably I couldn't even imagine how many people probably say that to you.
Yeah, but I really appreciate you guys and everybody out there that has helped us, because without that, I don't know that we would have survived at all, to be honest.
You got a lot of support, Don. You know, you had a lot. You had a lot of haters, man, because of people like Josh, Chris McDonough, and these other morons. But since the Sebastian case has happened, people who have been around since summer, they've been able to like look at the comparison cases and see these idiots doing the same games and running the same, and their people have like woke up, dude. And they write me and Noel a lot. They leave comments, they'll write emails, but you could just really it's weird. You just see it on YouTube a lot. People who used to like hate you guys are finally coming around being like, man, look, there's no evidence on them, because they know they fell through like a hate train, or these people that they watch have just done something, you know, over the top enough for them to get turned off, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's happened so many times, dude.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
You gotta have a lot of support.
The same MO.
Yeah, bro.
All that, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all.
No problem, man. You know we got your back, bro. Stay strong, man. All right.
Okay, bud. Y'all take care. Thanks, everybody.
All right,
God
Don.
bless.
Later. Don's chilling, man. That's my bud. I don't want to get him too much dragged into any drama. He's trying to stay off the internet. It's cool that he comes up and chops it up with this guy, though, for a few minutes, guys. But yeah, you know, Josh did a lot of damage to this guy. I should have asked him about when he would text Don Wells, like, why did you tell a white boy this and that? Don like is realizing that I'm actually trying to help him, right? And this idiot is just like trying to bait him, and such crazy childish stuff. But what I meant is this, guys, and I've said this before, and if you haven't heard me say this, is very important. Josh would text Don Wells, and he would say like, you know, I don't remember the specific conversations like verbatim, right? But and I'm paraphrasing, but it'll be something like this: hey Don, how you doing? And then, so this is Facebook Messenger, guys. You guys know how it works. You say, hey Don, how you doing? And then Don would respond and say, hey, I'm okay. How about yourself? And then Josh would say, well, I'm doing okay. Was wondering if you would come on the show, you know, next week at 3:00. And then Don would say, all right, I don't know, I'll think about it, whatever he says. So Josh would delete it. He would delete it and then respond to the comment before that, right? So what he's doing is he's changing the entire conversation. It's not natural now. It's not natural now. But the conversations would never be like that. He would always try to bait Don on Messenger. So what you really had would be like, you know, a greeting, this and that, and then Josh would delete something and then play victim. Like, bro, why are you cussing me out? But Don wasn't aware that you could delete a message in a thread. Okay. And this was happening all the time. I know how this shit goes. And when I first met him, I was catching all these things that these idiots were doing to them. Right. And that was one. I said, bro, block that cocksucker on Facebook immediately. Make him text you. Right. Eventually he listened and he blocked them all. He got a new number. They don't even have it. So please, if they say that they talk to Don Wells, it's all lies. It's all lies. Nobody has his number. Please, he's in the chat. Ask him yourself. But yeah, shit like that. Really weird shit like that. Possessive, obsessive, weird shit like that. And what does that do? It instantly gives him
something to go live about. Down on the thumbnail, Summer Wells update. What Don told me. And then he's going to tell his supporters, how to live life at the end. Weird shit, people. It's getting late, guys. I'm playing a little bit more of this. So you'll understand why she didn't want it leaked. You'll understand why there's an awkward moment where she thought that I did it because I was blamed for it. You'll understand all of this. I'm going to give you the full timeline. It's her and Josh, and she records them for well over an hour.
Kester.
And that's where it gets real dirty. Ladies, pay attention, ladies.
That was exactly what he's doing when he targets these people. Okay. Like he knew that I've gone through a really traumatic experience. My dad was murdered, and I'm actually in the middle of having the person that killed my dad. She's been,
Mermaid.
She's been arrested, and she has been, a grand jury,
Mermaid says, but how do kids vanish without any trace? I'm totally mind-blowing. Blessings for little. What you should do, Mermaid, is go on YouTube and type in human trafficking survivor interview, right? And you're going to see hundreds, if not thousands of interviews of women who were human trafficked, sex trafficked. And guess what? They disappeared without a trace. Go listen to their stories. And then I guarantee you'll never write that comment again. Or maybe in the interviews that you're listening to, ask them if women disappear without a trace. Some of these women have been in basements for 25 years. They have family and all. I have grown to hate this comment on the screen. I have grown to hate it because it doesn't make any sense. It happens every day. Go watch Sound of Freedom. Watch the first 2 minutes in Sound of Freedom. You'll never write that comment again. It happens every day. Males, females, kids, girls, boys, adults. I mean, don't take my word for it. There's plenty of research and examples out there, and you can find it right on YouTube. Not to single you out or nothing, but it's also disrespectful when there's a parent in the chat. But just type it in YouTube. Every day it happens.
Indicted her on 4 felony charges, and then it went so far as it's in the process. My dad's body is getting exhumed. Like it's a really intense thing. But I had reached out to him because I should really make some videos about it. But the truth of the matter is, I don't really want to get involved back into YouTube because I know how toxic it can be. I stopped, like when I put up my last video, I have a bunch more like in the can that are done, but I haven't put them up because it's like people are not going to listen. This is what I've seen about YouTube. You can tell them and show them the truth over and over and over again, but if they have something in their head, they're not going to listen to you. You can show them the color blue over and over and over again, and they're going to go back to you and say that is red, and you're showing them these are the 2 colors that make blue. This is this. Let me take it apart for you. And they're still going to say that's red. And that's a problem, So it doesn't matter how much proof I show somebody, they're still going to continue. Like there were people that were like,
no, it's cool, Mermaid. And again, I don't mean to single you out, but look, I don't recognize the name. But you don't seem to be anybody trolling, and you didn't mean anything malicious by it. So, look, I'll admit, sometimes being up here is hard. I do know some names, a lot of names, but there's a lot I don't know. If I got to know you, then I could know like your sense of humor and stuff, and I could maybe that would never happen. It's not a problem. No problem. No problem. Welcome.
Like, you know, I'm not even gonna watch I'm not even gonna listen to what she has to say. I'm only gonna believe you, Josh. Well, that's like how cults are made, you know? The blind,
Absolutely.
the
100%.
blind, yeah.
No problem, Don.
What the biggest problem with YouTube is the blind loyalty that happens here. Like this intense loyalty to one creator that you follow blindly, you know, without even really believing what they say. And the other biggest issue, well, that's one issue, okay? But the overall hugest issue about YouTube is the fact that we're doing this to people's families, that we are hurting victims in such a way. And this is something about Josh, though, okay? Josh is probably the only creator in this YouTube community, our YouTube true crime community, that has experienced a loved one or a family member that's been murdered. And so he knows this is what's sick about it. He knows what it's like to have someone.
I was just saying that before you came on. I literally was saying that.
You know,
you're right.
I know
like,
thank you guys for
somebody asked me this. I think it was a scientific skeptic asked me, what was the worst experience? What was the worst part of this experience? Was it Tiffany Marie getting on her channel for like 4 or 5 hours, just completely making up lies about you? No, that wasn't it. The worst part about this whole experience was that people were saying that my story wasn't true, that my dad wasn't actually murdered, that I was making it up to get sympathy or something like that. When the fact is, I would do anything to have made that up. I would love for that not to be true. More than any, I'm like getting upset. More than anything in my entire life, I would love for that not to have happened.
So this sucks. It made me uncomfortable. She's on panel. She's crying over Josh. Yeah, not over Josh, but it just. I'll play it, I guess, guys. It's made me uncomfortable because I hate that this happened. I hate this happened. I will play it, guys. We're 2 hours and 16 minutes into a 4 hour and 47-minute live. So if you've been here from the beginning, I strongly recommend. This will be in the description and a pin comment. That first thing where he's crying to her, and then this is not really a 4 hour live because you're going to start at an hour and 55 minutes in. Okay, so you're cutting half of it out, right? And then the other interview, the rest of the live is me and her interview. I'll probably play a few more minutes of this, guys. I'll drop it in the chat here momentarily, but it's long. It's long. It's hard to do, Josh. And this is nothing. There's buckets upon buckets upon buckets of dirt on Josh. I go for his soul, as I should, when he brings up my name, because it's a perfect opportunity to show the gaslighting, but more importantly, what he does to these parents. One, I just had on the phone, but this is not about me. It's only about me because these morons felt the need, starting with Hong and starting with all the rest of them. Chat. When does BHB ever say White Boy Radio? Never. She never brings me up. And I clown her a lot, as I should, right? She's another scumbag, right? This is about Jenny. This is about Jenny. And remember, there was a Victoria that was going to come on here. I talk about this as well in this interview. She knows Victoria very well. They've connected before this interview. And as I'm doing this live on today, somebody shot an email about a very interesting situation. I really want to share it with you guys, but I'm going to respect their privacy, because guess what? On this email, and I love to show receipts to this part sucks for me personally right now, but they are afraid of Josh. I promise you, I will figure this out. Okay, that's my promise to you guys. I don't make empty promises over here. Let me continue this for a little bit. Put some comments on the screen. It's getting late. I do have work tomorrow. I will, again, man, if you're watching this replay, I strongly recommend watching the first live 2-hour phone call. It's just a video. It's a 2-hour video first, uninterrupted, Josh and her, and then grabbing this link and going from the 2-hour mark to the end. You will learn a lot, right? And I know it's 3 a.m. Josh is watching this live right now, guarantee it, if he's not live himself, because she's going to tell you he watches all the drama. I don't know if we're going to get to that part. I don't know if we're going to get to the part where she says she knows Victoria. I don't know what part we're going to get to when I end this. That's why I'm really urging you guys to listen to both these on your own time. Even if it takes you 2 weeks to knock it out, do it. It's well worth it. It's well worth it. This guy preys on people who are grieving, preys on people who have dead or missing family members, and he preys on them for different reasons. It's crazy. You should know. You should know.
Because it's changed me. It's changed my life. It's changed my world. More so than Josh could ever. Josh doesn't matter. I don't think about him. There's nothing about him that matters. The reason why I came out about this stuff was because I don't want this to happen to other people. I wasn't even going to tell people about the romance scam until those calls got leaked. Okay. I thought and hoped that people would look at my videos about his plagiarism being his.
She says when the calls got
no
leaked,
problem,
remember,
Mermaid,
guys,
no
I'm
problem.
wrapping that up and closing that up. The last segment of this live will be after this is done, and I will be letting it play out. The recorded phone call between Josh and her. It's a bit personal. It's a tough listen. That's why I'm playing this first.
Wow.
So you hear her story first. She knows he's out there. She doesn't care, as she's explaining. But this is a side of Josh that that the internet needs to see, needs to hear. So many times people will disagree with something that I say. Again, I don't randomly attack creators. No, if you attack families with missing kids constantly and harass them, yeah, I'm gonna review you. But if I do a review or something, I make a joke or parody, that's my opinion or my words towards your favorite creator. I'm wrapping this up with Josh admitting and telling and backing everything she's saying here up himself. There's no commentary from me, so I don't want to hear you tell me.
I can't press forward on the first hard.
Do you think Josh is gonna bring Jenny up? You think Josh is gonna bring Jenny up?
Come on, man.
I already know that a lot of people haven't heard or seen some of the stuff that's been played already.
This guy won't shut the fuck up on the computer.
Lies and start to think, and maybe that would spark something in them to think, this guy, if he can lie about his content, he can lie about anything.
It's like, how you can double tap it on your phone.
Lie about anything
10
and
seconds.
everything, and I can vouch
no,
for
not
that.
on mine.
The things that he lied about were
Let
the
me try
smallest,
that.
most
Hold on.
insignificant things, and I would present him with the truth. And like I said, someone
won't
you
do
can
it.
show them blue and they'll keep saying red.
You won't do it.
Right.
I would show him the proof of you're lying about this.
Won't
Here's
do
the
it.
proof. I've dug and I found the proof as to where you're lying. And he would say, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Well, I wasn't lying about this. And finally, I would just say, Josh, you are lying. And then he would admit that he was lying. It would take 20 minutes. That was why those calls were so long, was because I had to sit there and go, Josh, you're.
Oh, Don, they're giving you some good. So, guys, I called Don Wells. I called his employer and I told I made a video. It's on my channel. If you guys haven't seen this, I told Don Wells' employer that he's a moron, and he let tragedy pimps encourage him to fold under cancel culture. And I told his employer a lot about Bullhorn Betty. I recorded it too. I called and recorded it. It's on my channel. Don, while you're here, I got some fraudulent lawsuit threats from some morons with a RICO that's been failing. Another epic fail that they've done is they have this guy with blonde pubes, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and this guy has made repeatedly
posts on social media that you are kin family to Katie Proudfoot, which in turn, Not Bright Media has reposted and further pushed the narrative, right? In the event that there's any court with me, right? In the event, motherfucker, you're coming. You're coming. I'm not asking you. You're coming. Because then here's why you're coming. Because they're indirectly harassing you through this other case. And on the lawsuit is a lady who literally went to your work and got you fired. People in the chat, I really need to know, guys, please, man, I'm asking you guys a really big favor right now. I don't care if it is Queen Bee or Granny's watching. Well, I don't know if Queen Bee, that's a Betty thing. Look, I don't know, man. I need you guys to help me. Can I sue them? They threatened to sue me, right? I showed you guys the receipts tonight. They threatened to sue me, right? Can I sue them back? If that guy put me on as a Jane Doe, he's got to be the biggest moron in the world. The biggest moron in the world. Because that would incorporate, man, Don, you're coming, dude. I'm not even asking you. You're just going. All right? Not even a choice. Yo me a favor, motherfucker. All right? Still here? Duck and Fell, you have to prove you lost something because it. Is that like a huh?
Shit talking. What are you gonna say? I want to sue him for shit talking that he was gonna take me to court.
No.
I mean, he didn't do anything.
No, he said I'm suing you, and then he said I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna add you to a RICO case. He said you're gonna be Jane Doe number 14. In this RICO, there's 15 Jane Does.
Right, but you have to have something to back it up. Other than that, like legally, you're not legally going through any stress or strain.
I need pain and suffering. I need pain and suffering. What about my feelings? What about my mental health?
Yeah, we don't.
No, I need pain and suffering. I've been having a lot of anxiety, and there's been depression as well. So I need to I know, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah, hey, listen, man. Blonde, did you see him go into the beginning of his live? Is the first thing that I showed. It just needs to be written with the stat. Listen, you guys help me. Would you guys help me? The reason I asked Granny's watching, her lawyer has got to be well informed on this. Maybe she can ask and get a message to me. I don't know. This is what I don't like. No one's gonna bully me. None of that fuck shit. You can't sue me because I compared you to Kim Jong-un. You look like him. Sorry about your feelings. You do. But listen, man. If y'all can just help me with that. More importantly, man, y'all get on this motherfucker in the comments, Don. He needs to sue these people. Tell him, y'all. Y'all tell him. Please, y'all tell him. Please, y'all tell him. Please, y'all tell him. Because I've been doing it for a long time. Please tell Don he's got to sue. Please. He ain't cussing me. It's the anti-slap in Pennsylvania. I don't want to. So oh yeah, I addressed it. The whole wife beater thing. She's an idiot. So I addressed it earlier too. I need to help filing against Hawkins County DHS in the state of Tennessee. They violated. There's got to be some type of I wish I could help you with that, bro. I don't know.
Y'all know how he can get help? It's on the screen. He says, I need help filing against Hawkins County, DHS, and the state of Tennessee federal lawsuits. They violated all of our rights as parents. Yeah, thank you, Duncan Fallon. You really do, Don. Anybody can anybody know like some type of pro bono? Man, I've gone down. Listen, I will say this: I've had him call. I've called lawyers for them, and they've called lawyers, but there's really nothing. What has to happen is what I think is what Chris and Katie and the Bauer Sox are doing. I think this. I'm not this legal expert, guys, so just work with me. I think because they did it the protection order way, that paper trail, the police report and stuff, then that carries with them to the court process. Everybody in this chat knows what Candace and Don have gone through. I don't know though. Maybe one of y'all are more knowledgeable. But as far as me, I'm shot of luck. I can't do that, dude. Typically, the defendant files a motion to strike the lawsuit, arguing that the target's protected speech. The burden then shifts to the okay. Well, okay. Thank you, guys. Okay. All right. Then don't even ask her. Don't even ask her. You know, he's just talking shit. He thinks I'm gonna scared of him or something. He's such a moron. Yeah. That'd be awesome, guys. That'd be awesome, guys. Yeah, y'all please yeah, y'all help him out, man. Hey guys, look, he's tried, man. He has. I know he's called lawyers. I've called lawyers for them. Look, anybody thinking that they're getting all this harassment on YouTube and stuff, and they haven't called a lawyer, that's misinfo. That's false. The problem is the lawyer won't do any. I'm not talking about right now what Don is asking help for. This is a completely separate thing. But as far as harassment, they have called. I've called, right? The lawyer won't do anything, right? For it, right? There was even a specific firm that was advertising, have you been hurt and damaged via social media? I was like, holy shit, Don, call right now. He did. I can vouch for him. So I think the way this goes is like the way that the Bauer Sox and the Proudfoots have gone about it. Because that paper trail, and if you had that, right, protection order that was granted by a judge, if you had that, I think that those same lawyers that were contacted would then jump on it in a heartbeat. Makes sense? I think. Well, didn't really defame my reputation. I mean, yeah. So Don, yeah, Don, that is a good point. With BHB getting you guys fired, Don, who got you fired? Out of all the morons, like which one did it? Which moron was the one who, you know, which one did it? Was it a combination of all of them, or was there one idiot that got that the dude was? Because he was all nervous when I called him. Yeah,
Well, with him getting fired that should be separate, right? That because the lawyer. So let me back up now, guys. The lawyers that he has contacted, and even myself, we've done it for harassment, right, on social media. But what I'm thinking about now, talking about this with you guys, is nobody has specifically called for, hey, these morons got me fired from my job, right? That's a separate thing than harassment, right? I think, right? Okay, well, guys, help them out.
Candidates have multiple cases against multiple.
No, babe, you know they called. We've called.
I know. I'm not saying.
But
I'm just saying that if they were able to get it done and everybody cooperated up the chain of command that they go to, they have multiple cases against multiple people on multiple different time frames throughout the years. I mean, it's absurd actually saying that nobody helps them. How do you not help them? They have all the proof in the world.
Don, I don't know how we can do. I should set a separate live up, man. People come in.
I'm gonna just do some research. Like I'm good at that part.
Listen, anybody who has any type of idea, suggestion, case law, or anything, man, send it to which one?
Any of them, DG and WB, damaged goods.
Send it to damaged goods with no regrets at Gmail. Anything that you could help
or
them.
764
Or you can type, or you can send it to 786-764-4077. Okay. Wifey will get it to Candace.
Oh my
ASAP. But that's on everything. You know, if you guys could help him on his request what I put on the screen, and then which is right here, and then also keep in mind we've called a lot, numerous attorneys for a combined harassment thing via social media.
And even if channels are taken down or canceled, or videos were removed, we still have a lot of proof and evidence along the years.
Yeah.
Just screen recording it.
Oh yeah, the Andrew stuff.
We have so much shit
yeah.
out them.
Yeah, but we called for harassment on social media in a missing persons case. I didn't. What I'm thinking about now, talking about this out loud with you guys. I didn't. What I probably should have done is said, hey, these people, these creators, got him fired from his job, because that sounds different, right? And there's monetary loss there, right? That's different than, and maybe easier to, for a judgment or something than targeted harassment. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the past. But anyway, I don't know. Any info, send it to 786-764-4077 or damage goods with no regrets, one word, at gmail.com. Also, check her channel out. That's wifey. Thank you, Tilly T. Damn it, man. 12:57. No, that's only 3 hours late. Did you tell her thanks? Shit, I hate that happens. All right, guys, it's getting mad late, man. Yeah, she's still saying that, innocent. You're absolutely right.
I mean, that's continued harassment for years.
There is so much proof. I know it, Just on. You're absolutely. She still is bragging about that shit on her Banabade channel. You guys are right.
Yeah, she would brag about her fat fucking ass deep throat and a bread fucking stick while she's running away.
Yeah, the BHB, that whole clip of them doing that to them, it's on so many channels. There's no way they can private that, man.
It's not a closed case, is it? Harassment of the parent should be stopped. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. A lot of support. Thank you guys for the encouragement. Yeah, Shavy, I'm gonna just say no on that. I don't think there's nothing. He's just talking shit with a vague threat. There's nothing I can counter. Here's what I yeah. Yeah. In the crazy situation where that Rico does happen to go through and he happens to add me on it, right? Or whatever.
It wouldn't. It would get destroyed in 5 seconds.
I know. I have to just. Well, yeah, I don't know. He's just talking shit. He's just talking shit. So there's nothing gonna happen. Anyway, man, look, I'm gonna drop this in the thing. It's getting late, y'all. Please watch this. It's super important. I guess I'm gonna end this, man, on a little something different. Yesterday I uploaded a video of Lonnie Simon talking to her mom. And I don't know if I was, too fair with the mom or not. The mom, I'm talking about Billy Joe. I don't know if I was so fair to her or not. When all the stuff happened, it's weird. You have a lady who has a son in prison for murder, and then we all knew that Lolani what was going to happen to her. But after I think I might have been a little unfair with her, and that probably had to do a lot with who she was friends with and stuff on the internet. But I guess I never really listened to her. And when these phone calls come out, you can tell that she's going through it, and you could tell that she didn't even know Leilani was sneaking out and meeting these drug dealers and shit. She wants to change her kid's name. She's scared to go shopping. There's just a lot, man, that the lady is going through. She commented on the video, and I woke up. Shay is in here now. I wake up. I don't know Billy Joe's username, but I wake up and it says, respectfully, can you please make sure my grandchildren, this and that, on the video that I uploaded. But I see some people underneath there, but I know Shay B from Twitter. She does the best BHB clips. So I message her. I'm like, hey man, is that Billy Joe? She's like, yeah, that's her. So I'm like freaking out because it's a 30-minute phone call. I don't even remember what all is talked about, but I know I wouldn't hurt no grandchildren. I know I listened to it beforehand, but I don't know what's going on. I wake up, I see this, I ask somebody, like, fuck. So I'm listening to this thing again. I'm re-listening to it again. Make sure I don't slip. I make a post. She comments on the post. Thank you, with praying hands. But then I listen to, there's a few other calls if you haven't listened to them, guys. And the lady's going through it. It's pretty sad. I guess my view has changed on that lady. So, if you happen to see this Billy Joe, nobody, I guess sorry for not being fair to you. You have to worry about me no more. That's gotta suck. The lady, she can't even go to Walmart, y'all, without getting harassed and shit. I think a lot of people had the same view that I did. And that sucks. That's not fair. So, I did want to publicly apologize to her and tell y'all where I stand. And if you don't see it that way, that's fine. That's your opinion. but you should really listen to all the words and all the phone calls. You know, the lady doesn't know. She's learning through the trial what's going on with her daughter. She physically has lost weight when she's standing up, waiting for the verdict to be lit. You could tell it's like it's a lot of weight loss. And this is not a dig, but there's weight loss from exercise and there's weight loss from stress. And yeah, so just want to get that out there, man. You know, I don't want to be a dick to somebody who's going through it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, she commented a bunch on that video. So try. Yeah, I don't remember everything that happened. And listen, I can't stand Cher. I cannot stand that lady. Some of the shit she's done to Don, I can't stand that lady. So I won't watch her shit. I don't even hate watch her. I don't like Josh. It's amazing. You guys have blessed me with a receipt from. I got 3 people who sent that BHB receipt from Brittany's chat saying that I'm beating Noelle up. It's the dumbest thing in the world, right? It would literally make her look. It would make BHB if what she's claiming to be true, that would make her a piece of shit. It would make her a piece. Any of you are watching me beat up Noelle and you don't call the police to get her help, then you're a piece of shit. So that's what she's doing. That's what she's saying. Moron, right? But 3 people sent me that, right? Or they said, give me the link to Brittany J's chat and give me the timestamp. Then a few people hate watch Josh and like, he's calling you a Nazi. He's saying this and that. Thank you. I don't have to watch Brittany J. I don't have to watch Josh Lab. You guys are giving me all the receipts. I can set this live up tonight just with what you guys have given me. And then a few people let me know Brittany J is calling me a Nazi as well. Beautiful. I don't have to give them a fucking view, right? Beautiful. And I appreciate you guys for that. I really do. That's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, anyway, I don't watch them. I don't have to watch them for this live, and I don't watch Cher. I cannot watch that lady. It's just not happening. I can't even hate watch, right? Betty, I can hate watch because she's so stupid, and she's so loud, and sometimes she'll say, just like that on a Sunday, like you know, I can hate watch Betty a little bit, right? But not these other idiots, right? But I guess because I didn't watch her, I think maybe the whole time the lady Billy Joe has been saying this type of stuff. I don't know. I never watched, but I do remember like the stuff outside, and it was just a big clusterfuck with that thing a couple years ago. We helped Miss Diane over here. We helped Miss Diane bust down Cher's whole narrative. I've had Miss Diane on. I've showed her. I got her number on my phone. We helped Miss Diane throughout that whole situation. So I just built a lot of distrust and like for Cher, voices behind my balls. So I guess I wasn't open-minded and fair to Billy Joe, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all see her in the comments in the video or the post. Be respectful to her. You don't have to like her. You don't have to have a change of heart, but just be respectful, man. That's all I ask. All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump off here, man. Nonsense brought the lab and BJ. Awesome. Nonsense does good work. She fights the good fight. I don't catch all her stuff, but she does good shit. You know what I'm saying? She does good shit. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna jump off. It's late. She is an ass. Y'all, I appreciate y'all being cool with Don and these people, man. It's all gaslighting. It's all gaslighting. It's what it, when it's on me, I love it. I love it. For people who came in late, whatever, I'm gonna put these 2 videos in the comments immediately, so you can watch them. Listen to the recording first, and then this interview second. I'll put timestamps for you guys, best I can do. If you don't see it right away, I'll get to it because it's late. I'm jumping off, though, guys. I gotta get to bed. It's late. Much love, much respect. Peace.